All right, we're back, everybody. Hello, 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 everyone. I think I got all my scenes set up and everything ready to go. I'm saying goodnight to Red Bean Bitter Cream, who says, forgot I wanted to show that emote, but good night, everyone. Good night, Red Bean. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. Really great to see you here this evening. So let's get to it. It's 11:02 in the west, it's 2:02 a.m. in the east, and it is 7:02 a.m. in the UK, and in the awesome little country of Ireland. Our good friend Dara Hayden waits for us, as it is morning over there, and we are ready to rank some pretty cool albums. You may remember a month ago we ranked all of Taylor Swift's albums with Ellie Fear, and Ellie was terrific at doing that. Obviously, a great expert in Taylor Swift's career, and I feel like we not only have a great expert in Ed Sheeran's career tonight, but probably more so a fan of the artist's craft, and so detailed the knowledge is for Dara, and Dara has great detailed knowledge of Ed's career. Let's go ahead and start the call with our buddy Dara now. You'll find Dara streaming from time to time, but you also see Dara in a lot of really cool communities, particularly music communities throughout Twitch. So we're about to start the call. I'm just going to set up the scenario, make sure we get everything rolled out. I'm going to pop this out over here. I see Dara has joined the call. Let me just go ahead and test the audio. We're doing this all on the fly, but this is very impressive. But hey, Dara, how you doing? Can you hear me? I see you. I hear. I don't know if I hear. All right, hold on. Let's bring this volume up. Take your time, because I'm going to go set up our scenes over here, too. 1 second. I got to check my Discord, make sure this is on the right thing. Hold on. I don't think I hear you yet, but I might be because of scenarios. Hold on a second here. I kind of hear you. Hold on. Yeah, I see you too. This is good. Okay. Gotta turn you up. Gotta crank you up. If you can turn your mic up too, that'd be great. But crank you up, Dara. Very nice. Hello, hello. I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you. It's Ed, if you could tell.
Yeah, that's his team, right? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Am I? Hold on a sec. Let me double check and see my if I'm using the right thing.
No, I usually have this issue because I have my levels set kind of perfectly for streaming, but
Oh,
it
gotcha.
sucks for everything else.
Okay, got you.
Because I
No
have
sweat.
my stream on OBS plus 20 decibels on a filter
Oh,
on
really?
OBS. Yeah.
Let me see if I can turn the gain up then on my end. That's okay. I got ways to get around that. I got to turn me down a lot. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm like coming in really loud. I better hope an alert doesn't come in. It's gonna get really, gonna blow up my speakers, and blow up my headphones. Okay, I can sort of hear it. See if you can bring yourself up at all. But I think we got
You
enough
might
of
get
that.
some white noise. That's all. I try not to get that, but
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but you know what? The cool thing is, I see you coming
there
in
we go.
great. I see you got an album there. Is that what album is that? Is that Equals? Is that one of his
So
live albums?
yes, this is. I've done a bit of homework and I want some physical media. I'm a big physical media fan. Even though I'm young, although I don't collect
Mm-hmm.
cassettes and CDs, I do love them. But this is my favorite.
Yeah.
I like vinyl,
Oh yeah.
so I thought it would be cool to have like some sort of physical representation while we go through each of
I
them.
love it. I love that.
And I have his whole collection. So I was just gonna quickly start off between the EPs before he got signed for a label,
Mm-hmm.
and then go into the bulk.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing the best we can with that. Kiwi says D's really quiet. You're overpowering him by a lot. I understand. But look who's in the chat. Our buddy Nick50B is in the chat. What up, Nick? Let's go.
Hey,
Great
Nick.
to see
How you
ya.
doing?
Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in, friend. So good to see you. Yeah.
Basically.
Nick says, how's it going,
Okay,
fellas?
that's really pushing it.
That does help,
If
though. I will say that is helping.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's kind of pushing it on my end, too. But this is all right. This is all right. I mean, I can... You know what? Actually, Garrett, one other thing I could do. Hold on. I'm going to switch your input to the other thing. I'll try that. One sec. Let me try that. This is. I will switch. Let me see if that works. Okay. Let's try. Okay. Test. Is that better?
Okay, testing.
Oh, that is
Hello.
better. That is better. I can hear
I
you.
can hear myself.
Oh, can you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Ah, crap. Okay, that didn't work as well as I hoped.
Ooh.
What can I do on my end to fix that then? If I okay, hold on one second. I'm gonna try. Does that work? No. Nope. Okay. I guess we gotta go back to this. Oh, that is too bad. It was actually coming in a lot louder too, which is like just such a bummer. That actually sounded pretty good. So let's go back to this again. Yeah. Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
Okay. Very good. So I'll do my best to just try to balance this out somehow. I think I'll
Okay.
balance it. I'll figure it out. Oh, let me cook. I'll let you cook, and I'll let me you like, and then you can let me cook too.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, but I think if with
So I
between the
want to ask you to
gain,
get started.
yeah, let's get
Trying
started.
to think.
That's impressive, though. So, I guess the first question I'll ask Dara, since you have the entire knowledge of his entire history of Ed's entire career, and by the way, folks, Dara has met Ed in person, which
Oh,
that's
yes.
that's so exciting. We'll get to that in a minute, but tell me how you first learned about Ed Sheeran in music. Like, how did you find him? How did you find his music?
So, how I have a weird music story where, like, it was adjacent to me in my life, but never crossed. Like, I remember knowing for my core artist that, like, now I had like 4 or 5 songs on a radio I'd hear like once every 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and that would happen for about 3 years from 2017 to 2019, where I wasn't actually actively listening to music at all, but I'd hear like 1 or 2 tidbits of songs on radios
Mm-hmm.
where it'd be like, "There's Nothing Holding Me Back," or "Perfect," or "Shape of You," and I didn't know the artist properly or even her name really, which is crazy. But then 2019 hit, and I heard "There's Nothing Holding Me Back" again. Got more into that. Then got
Mm-hmm.
into Lost in Japan.
Yep.
Then seen Shawn Mendes was playing in Dublin. It was sold out, so it didn't go. But 2 months came around, and there was a ticket available, and I did get it, and then I did go, and that was like changed my life. And then I'd like so seeing Sean in Dublin, amazing gig. And then I went back. I came back at like midnight, and literally I have it's in my wardrobe. It's a different guitar, but that guitar is a really crappy beginner guitar. But I picked that up for the first time in about 7 years, and like started looking at Sean's YouTube and just like playing away, teaching myself the
Mm-hmm.
chords
Mm-hmm.
because I used to be taught but wasn't, so I got self taught again.
Yep. Yep.
Then I learned. Then I finally deep dived artists because I didn't know who Shawn Mendes was. I knew There's Nothing Holding Me Back.
Right.
Then I knew Shape of You, but I didn't know Ed Sheeran. So I just started deep diving artists, and then after that, it was just I'm a musician. I like music, basically.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, and I can see it really vibes. Like, I mean, you've started to learn some of his music too, and so, same with Shawn Mendes, of course, which could have be its own album ranking show later. But
True,
yeah, for
but
real.
but and to go alongside that was when I was a kid, I was big into music. It just kind of fell off somewhere along like primary, elementary school. I just I don't know. I think it was kind of the time as well. It was like I think I grew up as CDs started becoming a thing, and people were confused about them. So my mom used to play like iPod or like Apple, like the first like Apple TV box, and I remember playing Lollipop by Mika. So I had the three core songs
Mm-hmm.
on my first ever iPod that I won, and it was Mika, Lollipop, which I can kind of see the trajectory from Mika to Ed. Harry and Sean. That's very like direct connect. Black and Gold by Sam Sparrow, and then at the same time Sing by Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
So it's about probably about 8 or 9 at this stage. But they were my three like first songs ever.
Aw. I love that they made a great impression on you at such a young age. I think that's really cool. Um, I do want to say hi to some other folks in chat. Like Kagame Shuko has checked in. I wanted to come say hello. I was listening to some really cool musicians tonight. That's really cool, Kagame. You know, Kagame, I think I caught that Kagame is part of McDoodle's community. I don't know how I figured that out, but so we will be right at home. You may be right at home with this stream because like Dara is a big fan of McDoodle's community as well, and has done more than that. I think you even backed up McDoodle on a tune when you were here in LA. Yeah.
Yes. Well, she backed up me probably. She blessed me with her voice.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, totally. Oh.
But yeah, it was a great night. That was well last week now. That was a year ago to the day.
Wow, you're right. And I'm sorry, I stand corrected. You're right because that was your set, and then like you were able to recruit McDoodle to collab with you during one song during that
So
set.
I am kind of low key just a musician to get to know people and
Mm-hmm.
collaborate. I don't really care about fame or writing or networking. I'm good at networking, but I don't care about it. But so my idea for my first ever set originally was every song would be a different collab because I was planning on doing that. Oh yeah, so my original plan was the other way I was at TwitchCon San Diego 2024.
Mm-hmm.
I applied for that set in there, and my original idea was to play San Diego TwitchCon in October like 23rd and have a collaboration set where every song is a different collaboration of two people that don't collab usually. So it would be like, and I had loads of people there, and I had like, and it'd be like their Pacific like songs, like so I had like Raquel and Magnificent on like Thriller because they both love like Michael Jackson. So I had a really cool concept album for that. So I wanted to bring that album idea still into my February set. So originally I had, I think I reached out to Carmela, Helena, and somebody else at McDoodle, and I got a yes from Carmela and McDoodle. But then Carmela had a gig on the same day, so she couldn't. But McDoodle carried through, and I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's a what an honor to be able to collab with all those cool people together. Good stuff. Yeah, and I know I realized that we're talking about your gig, but I mean, did that? How did it feel at the end of it? I know I can imagine there are nerves that go with that, understandably so. But
It was nervy, but like also like so Katie Benz is an awesome human by the way. So she was introducing me, and before like there's a teeny little curtain bit before the stage that's about like that thick that you can just hide behind. And when
Yeah.
she was coming off, she like whispered, I can't remember exactly what it was, but she like held my hand and whispered like, "You got this," like, and I was like,
Oh.
and that kind of like helped me get the nerves out.
Yeah.
And then when I walked up on stage, low key, I so I seen Ed and the kind of a lot of the musicians have like this water bottle between songs. So I was like, "Fuck it, can I curse on this or no?"
Absolutely. It's 18 plus.
Okay, just making sure. Sorry, but I was like, "Effort, we ball." So I copied them with the drink just as like a nerve thing. So say if I'm getting jittery talking or standing, I can just reach down, take a break, drink, get myself in the moment ready. So that's why I had the bottle on stage. So I brought the bottle, placed it on stage, and then went straight into my loop. And I don't know why I'm a bit insane. I thought for the first song I wanted to get the whole crowd to sing, and it worked really well. But if that hadn't worked, I would have probably cried.
That's a big risk for sure. I remember.
but
I was there. I
but
was
it
in the
worked.
building. I was there too. Like yeah, I am really glad that worked out. That was very very cool. And I'm
Like, but yeah, starting with that song, we'll get into it because it's a song from here. But
yeah,
was probably insane, but it's probably the best idea I ever had because so you were there.
I was.
Every act had some crowd participation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They all said to me they did not have any participation before they seen my set. They seen how interactive you were with me, and they're like, "Oh shit, we need to add stuff now because it's just a fun night."
That's true. Cause like remember, I think Ellie did something like that, right? Like Ellie did some sort of a crowd participation thing too. And so
CA did,
they're picking backing off of
I
you for that?
think.
That's what yeah.
Malika did.
Yeah, yeah.
CA did.
Yeah.
Ellie did. I did, and I don't think Broadway B did, but I think yeah, most of the acts did.
That's pretty good. Yeah. See, I
So to
love
see that,
you're an influencer.
I inspired them in my first gig to do something like that. From a bold move, like I want the crowd to sing on my first song. So yeah.
Well, talk about a great accomplishment. Like that's really cool. Kudos to you, my friend. Like that's really
Thank you.
great. And memories you'll cherish forever. And you're talking about Ed Sheeran's work, and that's. I just figured like if we're gonna do something like this, you are the perfect person to ask to make this to do these rankings. And so, I guess my next question is like how long did it take you to rank these albums? There are 8 of them. I mean, did you have tough?
Kind of always known,
Yeah.
like low key. I just kind of have known, like I haven't had to think about it because I've
Mhm.
seen Ellie and she's like, I've thought about this for years. Because there's like 20 albums and like she loves everyone very caringly, whereas I'm very discriminate. I'm like, I have my favorites, all right.
Oh, so you had this. You basically have this down from the jump. Then, like you basically had a
Hmm.
good feel. Like this is my favorite. Like you never like just thinking back without before like doing like a deep dive into each of these or re-listening to them. That's cool. So you have already had your feels for this the whole way. So is it kind of an instinctual thing with you?
Yeah, yeah. And the thing with me, so I have to get this before we go into any of like ranking is taste. My taste is upbeat,
Mm-hmm.
mid to fast pace. Lyrics don't mean that much to me, and I think that's the main three.
Okay.
So it just needs to be like a feel good factor bop. So you'll see me kind of discriminate against like really sad, iconic bangers or like really well written songs sometimes over like one bop. And that will cause a bit of hate, but better that, yeah.
For yeah, I read you on that. So that's good you mentioned that because then that'll give us a better idea of like why you might have put one over another one. In fact, now that you mentioned that, I think I have some predictions in my head for what I think you'll rank towards the top 5 and what you'll rank maybe less towards the top 5.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting. I'll see if I'll
Actually, so before we start, I want to get your whole mind map on when you were listening and preparing for this.
Oh,
Because
great.
obviously I've listened for years for all of
Oh,
these,
sure, sure.
whereas you've kind of done like the short burst of all
Yes.
knowledge.
That is correct. That is correct. Yeah. Um, Now, Nick has actually asked, Dare, did you end up listening to all or any of the albums leading up to this segment? Like, did you re-listen to them recently to prepare for the segment at all? Or
So what I did was I know my book and I have two that tied first, and depending on mood, they flip flop first, second, second, first.
Mhm.
So I listened to them too, and just said if I was to pick one right now on the spot, which one would be number one? And so I just listened to them two yesterday.
oh, nice. So that you basically listened to those to help break the tie. Got it. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Solid. And we'll find out we'll find out which one wound up on top in a moment or two. So my process, yeah. So I've obviously known about Ed Sheeran since he came on the scene. So Ed's been in the game since the start of the 2010s, and so
Mm.
and but much like I'm sure a lot of people, I really only knew about the big hits, like the ones that made the radio, like the big pop hits, yeah. And so that probably accounts for maybe like 10 to 15 to 20% of any of those albums. So this was kind of the moment, much like I did with Taylor Swift. I just kind of used this opportunity to fully immerse myself in this artist's music. So as I did with Taylor Swift, it wasn't as hard because there weren't as many albums. Like it was
Yeah,
way
I was about to say.
and not only that, but it wasn't. It also didn't have like one album that had like 2 hours of music.
Yeah, I was about to say like when we were picking an artist, I was about to say Harry could be a very neat one. He has four and 12 track four, no deluxe.
Yeah.
It's very nice and perfect.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. So it was a fairly straightforward process, and I started listening to them. I think the previous weekend. So I listened to like one in the car, and I listened to another one in the car coming back from like my trip to see my family and back in my hometown, and then I just kept going from there. I just would sneak it in. One thing I don't like to do is I don't like to listen if I'm listening to something for the first time. I don't want to do it while I'm like exercising because I feel like I'll be too distracted. It's like it'd be hard for me to
I
concentrate.
feel like that's the opposite of most people nowadays.
Yeah, right. Like I think a lot of
I
people
feel
kind of
like
listen.
most people like when I give a recommendation, they're like, "Cool, I listen to that in the car. Cool, I listen to that while I work out. Cool, like so yeah, nice."
Yeah, yeah. So no, it was a fun journey. Like I kind of I kind of saw things getting better and better with each album. And then obviously it peaked with a certain album that I'll get to later. But the process was definitely pretty straightforward. Definitely not as maybe not as challenging as someone with a larger career, aka Taylor Swift. Which, uh, but I will say like that was a really fun adventure doing the Taylor Swift back catalog. That was really fun to do. Um, and this was also fun to do. This is really cool to see just how diverse Ed Sheeran's work is. As you said, you talked. It's upbeat. It's up tempo. It's acoustic. It's laid back.
His B sides are very for like non-radio listens. Half, well, I'd say half of his B sides are not what you think.
Yeah,
Because I feel like it's the same for every artist, but especially Ed, because A sides are like perfect, the A Team, thinking out loud, that kind of A side. But then when you get into the B sides, they're like the very opposite.
yeah. It's. I guess he's really not that worried about like the pace or basically the presentation as much with the B sides. Yeah, that's fair. Um. So yeah, I mean, all in all, good times. I definitely saw some surprises, and just like with every artist career that I've ever gone through and listened to at once. I don't do it a lot, but when I do, it really shows you like how it started, where it went, where it peaked, and then kind of even like little thing beats like the burnout phase. You kind of see where that happened and where they dialed
Yeah.
it back, and
I feel like a lot of that happens during lockdown. I feel like because they're
yeah,
isolated with one friend and themselves in like an echo chamber. Yeah, that works, I guess.
yeah.
Instead of having like five people going like, retake. I feel like a lot of people's lockdown arc kind of missed the mark a bit.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, you kind of saw like it was definitely it kind of all there's a parallel with all of that. Absolutely. So that's kind of how we set this up. I think this is really exciting. You have the albums physically. Do you have them all? Like you have all the EPs too?
Yes.
Wow. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Now, do some of them fit in one disc, or do they have to do two discs for some of them? Because like there's like an hour in
And
each.
it's weird because some of them do, but he chooses to do two or the opposite. Is yeah, like multiply is all 3 tracks per side, which is weird because it's 45 RPM, I think. Yeah,
Oh, they went the 45 RPM for that. That was
yeah.
not.
So some of them are just like kind of creator's choice.
Yeah,
Like they could have been, but they're not.
sure. 45 RPM releases of albums that long are interesting because like you might have, like you said, you have a side with only 3 songs on it. It's like
Yeah, right. Every side's 3 songs. And you're like,
it's a lot of flipping.
yeah,
Like- that's funny. Um, so I think it's a decent time to start. Let's go take a look at this, everybody.
Okay,
Here.
so I'll start with like a brief
Okay.
EP history.
Okay.
So the EPs were pre-labeled. This is like the way Carmelo would go, like, this is my album out right now,
Yeah.
no
Totally. Totally.
labels. So this one's called the Uni Me EP. Wait,
What
I need
What
to
year
click
was this
F5 so
out,
I can
by the
see the
way?
track list.
What year would this be at this point?
So the only so actually you'd be familiar with two of these that were birthed on this album.
Mm-hmm.
The Uni Me, I Don't Need You, obviously,
Right.
and The City were Burned wrote on this album.
Ooh.
So Ed kind of through these EPs, he kind of reused 5 to 10 of them for Plus. Not
Okay.
all of them, but he reused a few. So he reused The City and Uni Me for this.
Okay.
This one, he reused Little Bird, I think. Little Bird was on this one. Yeah, Little Bird, The City Live Edition, and one of my favorite songs of all time, Homeless. That's not reused on an album. It's just this album, but it's great. It's a really good one.
Ooh.
And then this one I don't think had any. I think that one just got left by itself after Plus. Uh,
Oh wow.
let's have a look. Yeah, I think they're maybe released in a Multiply Deluxe. I don't know, but yeah, this one's very, and they're all like, you can tell it was just that because it's like there's like barely any reverb. It's a guitar with like minimal compression. Like it just sounds like you're in your room, like playing through your mic,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of cute. It has a very dated vibe, which is nice. And then a live EP to cap it all off. Because
Already a live
so he
EP?
likes the rule of five.
Wow.
So he had five. I'm missing one. It was a collaboration rap album.
Yeah.
But so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then fifth was the live album to like wrap that era all together. So that was all of them, and now we're on to the main book.
All right. So there's the main lot. Now I think what we can do, and I'll show you the. I'll show you what this looks like. Um, what we have here. So you got them all at the ready, and I have my icon, I have my covers at the ready too, so I can show you each of those on screen too. But that is so I'm gonna hand off to you. First, give me the album you think was number 8 out of the 8. So if you got that on hand, let's hear a little bit about it, and then you can talk about what it's about, what you thought of it, your feels for it, what put it there as to not putting it higher, and just all the details you want to throw in with
Okay, I
what you
want you
think.
to try guess because you listened. So you've listened to the albums.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I said I do not like slow,
Right.
emotional lyric songs.
That's right. I
So what?
I got a good feel for this. I think
Want to
it's
guess?
autumn. It's autumn variations.
Close. Same year.
Subtract?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was gonna be one of those.
Yeah.
Makes
Subtract.
sense.
So this one does have some bangers on it though that do fit my criteria. It's not all bangers. So it has like, oh, I won't read the back of it. It's loads of stuff in the back. But yeah, Curtains for me is a highlight. I love Curtains. I would play that a lot actually.
Right. Word.
What would be your favorite song off that?
I may go back to it. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can go. I need to go find. Where's my Apple Music thing? I can go. I can look this up right now. I just listened to it like today, so like I should have a good idea of this. Um, let me scroll through here. I did like Curtains. I think Curtains was pretty good. But I mean, it does get like you said, it gets really like it gets really like emotional and kind of like like very feel. It gets into feels big time. Like for example, when you get to like like the end of it, like with moving and so on and so forth, like it really gets. Pretty good.
Dude, so nobody knew. So this is one thing. Nobody knew what moving was about. So I thought it was like a petty song because it's like it's talking about a person, right?
Right.
But no, he never talks about deluxe tracks ever, really, in any albums. You never know. But so he was advertising a little more on TikTok, and a little more was give it's a little more, right?
A little more. I know a little more about a
Play.
little more.
Okay. So it's a petty song, and it was given kind of the same like petty human vibe. So I was like, I asked in a TikTok comment, "Is moving about the same person?"
Right.
And he was like, "No, moving is." He replied to me, and he was like, "No, moving is a love like a hate letter to cancer." I was like, "Whoa."
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So I had to re-listen a few times, but it's a very clever song when it's in that perspective. But
Yeah.
it's a good song to be
That
fair.
that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And that's
But
kind of
toughest is really good as well. The
yeah.
cancer track is also.
But
Did you
that's really
listen to Deluxe or
I'm sorry, what was that?
did you listen to the Deluxe? Oh, I think you did because you mentioned moving, right?
Yeah. I did. I mean, this is a pretty there are bonus tracks on this one for sure. So, let me see. The Looks, The Hills of Anxiety, Wildflowers. Is that a cover of Tom Petty? I don't think that was. Maybe it's just a
No.
different song called Wildflowers. But um, The Hills, Looks. Let me see. Well, the version I had kind of went from Vega to Sycamore, No Strings, The Hills of Aberfeldy, and then yeah, I had Stoned and Toughest and Moving were my bonus
Yeah,
tracks. Yeah,
Toughest is good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's cool that even though this was a really really downbeat laid back album and it kind of does have that whole COVID era feel, he still will kick in a couple of bangers in there, every couple of tracks or so, in that album. So
And I have to, even though I don't like emotional songs, you gotta admit, End of Youth is pretty powerful bop, even though it's very deep.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think we talked about. I might be confusing this with. Yeah, I think I am, but I was the one there. There's one where he let off about talking about turning 30 and having a baby and having a kid and everything like that. And it's just like, wow, this is like Ed growing up. I think that's really cool. But I think I'm an album off. I think that might have been earlier. Um,
There's a few similar, so
yeah, but I do think that's probably one of his best assets is that he can really get introspective about his position, his condition, where he's at, his perspective on where he's been, what he's accomplished, and where he's got to go. And it's that's kind of one of the more fascinating things about his songwriting is that he really is willing to be vulnerable in a lot of these songs and kind of show you where he is. Although he still does it in a very clever way, where he's not just throwing out like literally telling you,
yeah.
right?
Like for to back up your point, like, do you know what "Don't" is about?
I'm sorry, which song?
Don't.
Oh, don't no. Honestly, I could make a guess, but I don't know for real.
It's about what's her name? Uh it's on the tip of my tongue. Let me. Ellie Goulding. It's about Ellie Goulding cheating on him for Niall Horan.
Wow, wow.
So it's very introspective, but also very well crafted to the point not many people know.
Yeah, I totally like, and that's brilliance for me. Like I feel like it's a lot more impressive when you can do it that way than if you just literally say like, so and so is a biatch. You, you banged
Yeah.
you banged my boyfriend or whatever.
Mm.
Like, so that's definitely more clever. Um, that's pretty cool. Any other thoughts on Subtract before I get to my number eight?
Um, so okay, my ranking system I kind of thought of about 3 days ago because I seen Ellie had a ranking system. Is three things. So it is like what was it again? So for me, it's like grooviness, like upbeat, like vibe. Then it's for the album, it would be I think writing is next. Overall, just cohesiveness and writing and the era as a whole. And then third of all per album is its live like life, because as we all know, Ed loops. So it brings a completely different life to a song when he loops it differently to like a produced track. And I think with Subtract especially, none of these songs loop. He doesn't. He only performs Eyes Closed, and he was doing orchestra gigs with this, but it was only in America that 1 year. So I didn't get to experience it live either, or looped. So I feel that also may contribute to why it's low for me.
I see that. Yeah, it was it was kind of like part of that scaled back unplugged movement, and I can see that being. It is a very off-brand album, I'll say. Like it is definitely so different from like what he had been doing up to that point. Like if you compare
Mm.
that with like collab number 6 or Divide, it's just, it's crazy like how really scaled back it is. Like so much
Mm.
so it almost felt like it was like something from the like his pre radio days.
But it also has like hints of like super production because you can hear like little pad strings underneath it, which Ed doesn't usually do the strings. And actually, speaking of Taylor Swift and Ellie, it was Taylor Swift's producer that just gave him a load of sounds and samples and snippets, and then he wrote over them for the first time ever. He's never done that before.
Oh,
He
crazy.
usually spits out while, so that's why it's different, as you were saying.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Um but yeah, and it's interesting that I'm trying to think if it was that or equals, but I definitely kind of like likened either Subtract or Autumn Variations or even both was kind of like there's a parallel between that and like Folklore and Evermore and Taylor Swift's catalog. It's like kind of the same arc.
Mm.
Like they both kind of really
Yeah,
started getting scaled back. They started adding a lot of strings. It got very folky, and it was just like really off brand from literally everything they'd done up to that point. It's like, and so I it was such an interesting listen, but also kind of like, well, this is fun. I'm probably never gonna listen to this again.
fair.
I don't know if you go that far with it, but I can
I
understand.
don't listen often to anything that isn't Curtains or Spark. I like Spark a lot.
Okay, yeah,
Spark's really good.
all right, yeah. Oh, I'll see you later, Kagame. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit.
Thanks
Um,
for hanging.
Westsider says I don't mind slow, but I like upbeat more. So Westsider's in your boat with that one too. Pretty good. Um, but yeah, I mean, definitely a very interesting and very and most unusual turn. But I think we'll get into later that Ed goes back to his roots in a way when we get to play. So it just definitely goes back
Yeah.
the other direction with play, and yeah, it's pretty
And
solid.
apparently the next one's going to be even more because the next one's Rewind.
Uh
So
huh.
obviously Rewind is Rewind on that.
Ah, full circle
Yeah.
situation. Not bad.
Yes.
Will there be one called eject?
Yes.
Oh, you think so?
You've done your research, I see.
I figured I was like I was picking up on that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't researched it?
I wish I could take credit for that, but
Okay, okay.
it was
No,
a very
so
good
so
educated guess
he,
on
as I
mine.
was saying, he's a big fan of fives.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the five EP thing, plus multiply, divide, equal,
Yeah.
subtract, play, pause, rewind, fast forward, and then eject.
Yeah.
No, I think there's one that's five, and then eject. And eject is going to be. He said this, and everyone's freaked out. But he said this before to fans, and it didn't make news. But because he said it on a radio station, everyone's like, "Oh!" And now it's front page. But he said eject's going to be him. He's going to die, and on the day he dies, he wants his wife and kids, if they're old enough, to pick like 12 of his best songs he's ever written ever in his career, and then make that eject.
That's crazy. think of the commitment involved in that. Like, but is this a compilation album or is this just like new
No,
album?
no, no, like new. Because so he writes
Oh,
15 songs a day, so there's like 10,000 songs if you do the math on like three
wow.
years.
So there's plenty to draw of material to draw from.
Yeah, so his wife would go through all that and pick her favorite 12 or what she
Wow,
thinks is like an accurate
that's
representation of Ed.
that's that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy.
But
What?
he treats it chill. He's like, yeah, and what?
Yeah, yeah, totally. Jordy in chat says my favorite Ed Sheeran song, "One Life," which is in the movie Yesterday.
Good
Great,
choice.
great song.
Equals Deluxe. Did you
Yeah,
listen to Deluxe Equals?
I believe I did. Let me. I mean, I think I can. Honestly, I could probably put some samples of these songs. I have to play it really low
Hmm.
because like I've boosted the
DMCA
system
gods.
so high, but I could probably play a little cut of that. Yes, let me go throw that up there. So this is One Life from Equals, which I did, by the way. I'm a big fan. I did like Equals a lot. Play just a little snippet of this. I have to be really careful how I use this. Okay, listen. This is One Life. Here. Yeah.
It's such a beautiful night to make a change in our lives. East tangling sky, empty bottle of wine. I got you by my side, talking about love and life. Oh, how lucky am I when I look in your eyes. What a wonderful way to spend a moment or two. To be lying awake and be here talking to you.
Yeah, Jordy
I got
says what a
something
beautiful
to say,
song.
I know what I gotta do. To be making a change,
It's a
now the
vibe, right?
moment of truth. Why am I
Yeah.
feeling so nervous when
His
things are
guitar work is
going
Yeah,
so.
because
perfect?
Penguins is from the
But I
same
know that
movie,
it's
right?
worth
Or is it a
it too.
different one? It's the same
Spend
one, right?
forever with you. It's
Jordy
the
might
one,
know. Is Penguins from that movie too?
two, three.
West
Yes.
Side says yes.
It's good as well. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And that's like the one thing that stuck with me. I think the constant through all the through all the different styles that it's gone through, the rapping he's done, the syncopation he's done, the slow songs, the fast songs, the upbeat songs, the sad songs, the happy songs. His guitar work has always been so good. Like
Mm.
it's technically on a big level, and his ability to like do fingering and things like that, solos, like it's always been very impressive to hear. And I'm sure it's
And on
just
top of that, because his favorite art, he learned. So he had a stutter, and he learned all of Eminem's first album as like a 4-year-old to cure that stutter.
ooh,
He did a song where he did two, I think, now or
wow,
three.
yeah,
But he cured his stutter by learning Eminem at like 4, which is kind of crazy because the
yeah,
lyrics anyway. But so you can see on top of his like really nice guitar playing, there's like very percussive like lyrics, like vowels are like almost like not vowels, consonants are almost like percussion to the guitar. If you think like Shape of You, for example, like all it is like a guitar hit and like a note, and the club isn't the best place to find out, so the bar is where I go. Like it's like that is the rhythm.
yeah. He's always, and that's true. Like his command of rhythm is really good. Like uh,
Mm.
that's always stuck with. That's also another signature thing with Ed. Like it's pretty amazing, and the fact that he can do rhythm like that without drums, in some cases, like that's pretty good. Like he can hit that. I mean, there are drums in his songs. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, but the idea is that he could do it if he didn't have a drum kit with him. And I think, as you were talking about, he was really one of the groundbreaking artists in live looping. Like the reason why,
Mm-hmm.
like 90, like we have so much live looping on Twitch. Like Ed started all of that, and
Yeah.
and I know that many of them have said that they do Ed Sheeran songs. They pointed to Ed as like a source of inspiration. I could give you like 10 artists like have in different levels that have appreciated his career for that purpose. So it's pretty cool. And so let me get to my number 8. And so like just
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
deciding that is it was certainly actually wasn't as hard as you might think, but kind of like similar to you. Once I started listening to it, I got an idea like, okay, this is gonna be here, this is gonna be there, this is hitting me here, this is hitting me here. So with that being said, For my, so you have your number 8 is Subtract. My number 8, maybe this might be a surprise to some, but it's only because everything that came after it just kept building and building on it. So I'm actually going to go with Plus as my number 8. But because the reason is because it really has some great tunes, like everything from A Team on up. But I love how no matter what, every new release that comes, he takes something new and adds it to that. So having this be his commercial start, has been pretty solid. And there are some radio hits in here, and it's definitely pretty cool. Like you kind of get a feel for the younger Ed. It's a very acoustic album, but he's got, as he's mentioned, his rhythm is down, timing is down. You can kind of see examples of like him utilizing like loops and things to kind of build his sound, and he's already having a lot of that together in this early stage of his career. So that's where I put this.
I'm very shocked.
You're shocked. Okay, no, understandable. Understandable, because it's really me just saying I think everything that came after it got that much better. It's weird that I did start finding myself surprised too. I was like, I didn't think I was gonna put it that low, because
But like, think of like concentration of an album. For your
right,
first ever album is Lego House, Give Me Love, 18 Me, Drunk.
yeah.
Uh, they're the main ones, I think. And then you have great unknown bangers. But yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, and it really is cool to hear like some of these songs that have kind of stuck with him throughout his career. Big parts of his career. Um, so it definitely does. It definitely is something that I didn't see coming. Um, but I think I'll roll with it for now. I may over in the next few weeks I may wind up changing that. But for now that's where I'm putting it. Um,
Oh, yeah.
so there you have it. So you have Subtract. I have Plus.
I think if Ed fans see this, that's like a Geneva Convention you just broke.
Oh really? Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh yikes. I didn't have quite that much controversy when I ranked number 12. And that's saying something, because the Swifties are very, very opinionated about these things. So,
Mm.
um, you know, and certainly I can be convinced to bring that up too. So, but that's where I have things right now. Let's get to your number 7. Let's see what you would put. So if Subtract is 8, I'm kind of anticipating 7 is going to be somewhere similar.
I think you can guess it.
Yeah. So would it be Autumn Variations?
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
There we go. Autumn Variations. Oh, do I know? Wait, let me think. I'm really thinking right now. I didn't think about this. I'll explain later. I think there's two I'm debating between to replace it.
Oh, interesting.
I
A
think.
possible pivot.
Hmm?
A possible pivot.
I think I'm pivoting.
I don't mind that pivot. I respect your pivot.
Mm,
Oh, look at wait. I see where your hand is at. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I'll tell you what, I don't hate it at all. I get you. I get you. And listen,
Because
it's
so I was placing then on variations,
mm-hmm.
and I seen, yeah, and I remembered that's the year I met the man. So I don't think I can fault that era much.
That
So yeah, because I feel like the next from Subtract to like maybe fifth or fourth, they all have like 3 songs that I'm like, these are bops, but like the rest kind of loses me.
oh, I see.
So I feel like these all have like tied to bops. So it's just kind of like external factors or like context of albums that affect it. It's very like narrow.
Yeah, that's I mean in like on a technical level, there's a lot of solid music going on, right? But I
Mm.
I do kind of feel like he's got into stuff that he's been getting into before. Like I don't feel like has
I
he
think the opposite,
or is he? Oh, you think the opposite?
because
Interesting.
the Indian influence in this album,
Oh, towards the
with like
end, yeah.
Sapphire,
Well, yeah,
Azizam,
yeah.
Heaven, Don't Look Down,
That is a good point.
this Symmetry,
Yeah,
and another one I'm forgetting, but yeah.
yeah. No,
Which I'm
you're
not saying is a bad thing. I'm all for cultures, but like I think for what 5 out of 12 tracks to be like a huge stretch from what Ed is like very jarring. But I know culturally, it's made huge like moves for like Indian culture and music, which is great. I'm not
yeah,
faulting that, but
yeah.
just not my Ed. Joking.
No worries, no worries. It's interesting you bring that up. If you are, I think you might find it very interesting. I'll put it on screen. My number 7. So we can save time with this because, like, basically, we have the same one. I also
Oh,
put Play as
okay.
number 7, and
How'd you
it's fascinating because, like,
how'd you put plus over play though? Other way around, sorry, but yeah.
why is Play over Plus is what you mean? Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
That's fair. I probably should reverse that. I feel like I could totally do that.
Because like, would you enjoy Lego House, Give Me Love, You Need Me, The A Team, and Drunk more than Sapphire, Azizam, and Camera?
Oh my gosh, that's a good call. That's a good call. I'll pivot that. I'll pivot that because honestly, like
Feel free to challenge me as well. I might
I
think,
don't.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I would certainly not hesitate that. But actually, I think you're right though, because it's like as I was saying, like you still had so many really great connecting like big songs of Ed's career in Plus, and I don't know if this is kind of this is another parallel like Play versus the Life of a Showgirl.
Yes,
There's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's songs that are out now and it's like it's hitting now, but you get the sense that I don't think people are gonna have the same like
There's just a detach, right?
yeah, totally, absolutely. I feel the same way with yeah. It's like there's a really good parallel between those two albums. I
Like
feel
they're
like
produced. They're like top 1% produced.
yeah,
They get groove, but like there's just a detach.
and it's sometimes you can't even put a finger on it, but I feel that detach with this, and I feel the detach with Showgirl, without question.
Mm.
So, like when I ranked, I have to go back to my spreadsheet to see where I ranked Showgirl, but it wasn't at the bottom, but it was definitely lower than I was thinking it might be. Now, some of my
Mm.
friends had debated me on that, like, wait, these songs are bangers, da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, but it just kind of feels like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's connecting. Like it's
Mm.
good. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just, it's hard
The
to.
one, there's three highlights for me in this album
Mm-hmm,
that make it like really good, even though it's low. And that's opening.
mm-hmm,
Like that's like back to Uni Me levels of amazing. There's a little more, which is like kind of like Multiply, kind of petty. I feel like Multiply is the petty album out of all of them, and I feel that's why it's one of my favorites. It's very petty, but with like a groove. So a little more is that, and then Regrets on the Deluxe is
mm-hmm.
really good.
Yeah, that's really good. By the way, we keep talking about Taylor Swift and all this. There is a collab Taylor Swift out song in the catalog too, which I
Yes,
rather
there's 3 or 4, but only one on Ed's side.
yeah. No, correct. Like, yeah, there's like a couple other ones on Taylor's catalog, but I had also wondered like the Joker and the Queen is the song I was referring to. It's from Equals,
Yes,
and I'm like, did that end up in the Taylor Swift album too? Because I feel like I've heard
no,
it before.
just Equals.
Just Equals. Okay. So maybe what happened is I heard it on the radio or playlist or something, but
And that version only was on Equals Deluxe.
got it. Because like the original version was just him doing it.
Yes.
But it's interesting. I was listening to it. I'm like, this sounds like a song that Taylor Swift could collab with. I literally was
Hmm.
thinking that when I was listening to the regular one, and then you hear it later with both of them, and they're like, "Damn, that was pretty good."
I was so I don't. You probably haven't listened to the new Bruno album, but there's a song.
That just came out
It's not
yesterday, Daryl. That
similar.
just came.
It.
That's impressive. Did you
Hmm?
hear it already?
Oh yeah, so I won a radio competition and I got to hear it two
Oh,
days before anyone.
okay,
It was
okay.
very cool.
That's really good.
But it's
Yeah.
out now. But there's a song. It's I think it's Risk It All,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not instrumentally like it at all. It's like a mariachi band Frank Sinatra style song, but the melody kind of teeters in that same like kind of like romance, just below falsetto melody kind of. It's like it's similar but not to Joker and the Green.
Yeah, totally, totally. Like, well, now I gotta check that out. Yeah, I
It's
got
a
wind
really
of.
good song. I feel like that's gonna get a Grammy for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Keep an eyeball on that for sure. I'm sure it'll be nominated. Absolutely. Um, but that's really great. Like when you're really good, when you've had such a big career, that you can give the people anticipation for something that big, and still this deep into your career, still putting out really good songs. Like that's a sign of a truly good artist. And Bruno Mars is
He
no.
has so much more to come. He has
Yeah.
so originally it was meant to be um plus multiply divide subtract equals, but it was equal subtract.
Mm-hmm.
So originally subtract was going to be a happy album, and it was going to be dialed back. It was going to be singer songwriter because it's going to be minus everything, so just guitar,
Yeah.
so even less than plus was.
Mm-hmm.
So it was going to be a happy singer songwritery album, but then a lot of shit happened in his life.
Oh sure, sure.
So, but that wasn't the reason. He was what was equals came first because it was meant to be like the sum of everything. But then I'm gonna botch this, but it was something around him saying he ended up asking more through lockdown. He was asking more questions than answers, and something along that correlating to equals like a kind of question mark.
Interesting. Yeah.
So equals was meant to be last and be like the sum of the maths, but then he
Oh.
recontexts because plus is just him plus guitar.
Right.
Multiply is that multiplied. Now there's like the production and it's multiplied. Divide is half, so it's divided by two, so it's an R&B album and a pop album.
Mm-hmm.
Subtract was meant to be a dialed back album, just acoustic singer songwriter, and equals was the sum of it all.
Wow.
So three of them still happen the same way, but then
You really put a lot of thought into
they're
this. Like these
yeah.
symbols
Well,
were
no, he
not
says
incidental.
plus was bullshit. Plus was like plus. There wasn't like a arc from plus. It was during divide that arc he kind of conceptualized.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, so he plus was just like he didn't have any plan for plus, but then he
No, no, no.
kind of
There wasn't like I'm going to do this album and then this R&B pop album and call it divide because it's too divided. No, plus he said was just he said that on stage in Dublin. I was high. So there you go.
there you go.
Hmm.
All right, so we're up to our number 6 album. Let's see what you got for number 6.
I think I can because it got justice of not being low. I think I can put it here now on variations. I think it's really good to be fair. This is I feel like what Subtract was meant to be of like a kind of singer songwritery, very lyric based, non pop. Like yeah, it's very true to itself, and there's meant to be three more of these because it's on variations. So he has so back to my point about Subtract. There's an original Subtract that was fully made somewhere out there. So when you were saying he has so much new stuff, he has so much to give still. He has old Subtract, he has summer variations, winter variations, and Summer Variations.
Mm-hmm.
That I think two of them are written. He has a full album with J Balvin written, I think. He has, I think, a Martin Skrillex album written. I think he scrapped that. I think that was meant to be Rewind. I don't know. But he has like 13 albums that are like in pipeline that are going to be released. So yeah. So I feel like this will be better once there's more variations to go alongside it and kind of rank them as a collective. But that would be another probably 2-3 years.
Seems like an anthology waiting to happen. Yeah. I can see he's got this organized. That's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
All right. So,
And these don't count towards the fives, the variations. You know the way I'm saying the rule of five, which is like play, pause, rewind, fast forward. They don't contribute to it. That's its own thing.
Yeah, because the variations are autumn, winter, spring, summer. I assume there's another one, but maybe that's probably the core four. Yeah, so it's like they're running in parallel. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Like, would
I
the
think that's how we
collabs
said it as
be?
well, yeah.
Would the collabs be a parallel thing too? Like number 5 collab, number 6 collab, and then
I think they were their own five, and then number 6 was just him because he had Fame Now doing it one last time. So that was a 5.
Yeah.
There was number 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 to 3 was CDs and burner discs and like MySpace collabs.
Oh, okay.
Like in like self-produced, like here's my little CD.
Okay.
And like he'd like pass it on the street. 4 was on vinyl. No, sorry. 5 was on vinyl. So that's the one I'm missing from the EPs. And number 6 was the big one. But he said he's never doing that again, or not for a long time, because some people are difficult to work with on that. He doesn't say who. So maybe 1 or 2 celebrities. And then he said also on top of that, getting the people that were good at working to get a schedule together was awful. And he said on top of that, they're all different labels, so all the suits and the labels were a pain in the ass to him for rights to get that together. So he's like, no.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, because if you look at the track listing of number 6 collab project, it's insane. Like it's like the best of the, like, so many big time artists, past and present too. Like there's one that had 50 Cent and Eminem on the same track. Like, damn, how did you
That's
do
a good
that?
one. I do like that.
Yeah, it's a good song, right? It's a solid song. That is a dope song right there. Yeah. So like he did a great job, but I can imagine that being a pain. You know, it's kind of like a corollary to like Twitch collabs. So I can imagine like if someone was doing like a concert and they were getting other people.
But imagine like you had like a team for them saying like this right 5% goes to him all times, and he and that happens for each artist, and you're just like yeah.
Yeah, I can see that not being not being an ongoing thing. Like so,
like
but
all you want to do was jam with friends, and it's like no.
Well, at least he was able to pull it off once, and yeah, I totally understand. Like I can feel that being like
So that's kind of in its own bubble. Number 6 specifically is just like its own random thing.
yeah, totally. It was pretty impressive for the time. So, so let me give you my 6. So you did your 6. Do you want to throw out number 5?
For variation.
I think you said
I'm
autumn
a
variations
sucker
for your
for
6.
Punchline and Plastic Bag.
Okay.
Did you listen to Punchline?
Let me see.
It's like, although I feel like this album's kind of tame in its vibe, Punchline just has like, just this like kick of like crack. It's so good.
No, I did listen to these. Punching Bag and then Plastic Bag was kind of him. Like, there's a little bit of sass in like some of these tunes, and Plastic Bag definitely hit on that. I'm gonna go throw out Punchline, a little piece of Punchline. And all right, Jeff. Can't really stick around as I have work, but I wanted to drop in and say hi. Well, good morning, Jeff. Good to see you. And it was great. Thanks for popping in for a little bit. Let's play a little bit of Punchline, just to remind.
Well, skip into the end because it builds, so it's like a regular, just random Tuesday acoustic, but then it just goes so epic so quickly.
Let's do exactly that. All right, I'm jumping towards the end of this. Let's see. Oh wait, maybe I jumped too far. Let me go back. That was a little too much of a jump. Let's.
I still feel
Yeah, it's starting to build already here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Sorry about my hiccups there.
Drums.
There you go. Yep.
So,
Oh man, my
I don't think people expect Ed to write that type of banger.
yeah. Sorry for the hiccups.
Don't apologize. I'm fine.
There you go. Yeah, right here. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so good.
That run right there too.
Oh,
Yeah, that was good.
so good.
That was solid.
That's
That's
definitely the
solid.
highlight of the album for me.
I feel that. I feel that. Pretty good. Pretty good. So, let's see. Where does that leave us? So you did yours number 6. I think I haven't done my number 6 yet. So let me go do that. My number 6 is. Hold on. Let me get this on the screen first. So my number 6 is kind of in line with what you were where you were going with it. I went with Subtract, and it's kind of like what you said. Yeah, it's just a little bit too scaled back
Mellow.
and just kind of it's so off brand that you can't completely vibe with it all the time.
It's because of the way it was produced. It was what's Taylor Swift's producer again? Um,
Which one? The new one?
not Jack Antonoff.
Max
The
what's
original.
his name or give me a second here. Not it's not Max Martin, right? It's the other one.
No, no, no.
The other Hold on, I got it.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
I know. I remember the name before. Um,
Because
I
he got inspired to do it like Taylor, and what Taylor used to do was get him to make sound, like 30-second sound bits of like aura, vibey stuff, and then
mm-hmm.
you write over that. So that was the first time Ed's ever done that. That's why it's so just a leap in kind of this like airy, synth, plucky background stuff that Ed doesn't do ever again.
Yeah. I think you're thinking of Jack Antonoff, or
No.
is it Aaron Dresner?
Yes.
Yeah,
Him.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because that's the lines, like I said, as I was saying before, like it lines up with the when they were doing folklore for Taylor Swift, although it was a couple of years
Mm.
earlier. But um, that's kind of the you can tell that there's a little bit of that imprint.
Aaron's behind both.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally, totally. So, now for what it's worth, I love folklore, but I don't know, it doesn't really quite hit the same with Ed, like Ed. Ed just feels like the guy that just kind of like tells you a story and then kind of weaves a picture, and it's when it's not moving, it's a little bit tougher to kind of like vibe with it. It's hard to explain
Yeah,
that.
like lyricism and like story wise, it's very intense, very packed.
Yeah,
But I just feel the way it's like almost like marketed, like face front is just kind of like very mid.
it's fair. It's totally fair. Absolutely, absolutely. I I don't disagree with with that at all. So so there you have it. So there's nothing to add because I know you've already gotten a detail on Subtract earlier in the stream. So let us then go to your number
Any
5.
favorites
Oh,
for you?
favorites from there? Let me see. Well, I did say the beginning of it I really liked. So I if you go back, let me touch on a couple of those. Um the way it started was good. I like Boat. I did like Boat. I actually did like Boat. Um and then Let me see. Let me just go scroll. Let me just listen through a couple of these to see if I can remember. Uh, this is Eyes Closed. Yeah, it's alright. I think I probably would side with you at End of Youth. So this is End of Youth here.
Hmm.
I've been depressed since you left. Tried to fill the hole with wine. Stop the drugs when she came.
Yeah,
Came
there's a lot
around
of
up
intense
overnight.
lyrical content here.
Reach with no reply.
Hmm.
I'll see you when I see you, man. You can't talk me through the fall if we don't know if I can land. Try to grow, but the past
Yeah,
tears me down to size. Tell
Ed's
the
in his
world how to
peak when
process it.
he's
Don't
rhyming and like hitting bars.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So it's definitely. I mean, so yeah, there were a couple that I probably were good with. I think Curtains was okay too, but still, it's just you can feel like taking it's taken like a pit stop, a U turn, whatever you want to call it. Like it's kind of
Hmm.
deviated. It's taken a it's gone into taking a little detour, and sometimes that
Yeah.
can be good, but in this case, maybe just not quite on the same level with like some of the other stuff he's done.
Hmm.
But I appreciate your honesty with all this. By the way, I think it's terrific to see you kind of really going into all the different nuances of these albums, and I think I respect you a lot for that because it doesn't.
Thank you.
A truly good fan is willing to say things like that. You're not just going to simply say everything is great, and I think I do.
Also, I know my taste is kind of skewed because say like I feel like one in every five people is only a beat orientated music listener, or that's what I've got from people around me. Because every four people from the Ed fandom I know would rank slower, more emotional acoustics way higher than my fast favorites. So I feel like it's a ratio of 1 to 5, and depending on what one you are, it literally just flips.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you might be going against the grain in some levels.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
not with
don't
my
be.
final three, no,
Oh,
no,
okay,
final
okay,
two definitely not. But
yeah,
with this kind of next three, yeah.
yeah. But I think that's good that you stay like you stick to your guns on that because I feel like instinctually you're gonna end up leaning a certain way with these with like any music that you listen to anyway, and I'm not afraid to do that either with certain.
Oh, can I just make one? So to
Yeah.
rewind to play, one of my three ranking systems is live, like the live performance, and Ed's known for looping and making it from his guitar. But what annoys me the most is with play, how he loops it live is for Symmetry, Sapphire, not Azizam, but and a little more. They all use like 10 to 15-second samples of the original song at like in multiple instances in the same loop. Like Sapphire has 5 samples from the original song, so it's basically just Sapphire as a studio track. And same with Symmetry. So even it sounds great live. Don't get me wrong, because if you're literally playing a lot like a studio song live, it's gonna go great. But from like an actual performance perspective, that's not Ed performing for me. So that's why it's low as well for me. I just
Oh, that's
remembered.
fair. Yeah, I see where you're coming from on
And
that.
on Variation never got played live. It got played live once. So
Huh.
yeah.
So basically, he's not constructing the loop himself. It's just basically just a pre-recorded thing, and that's like just
So
not.
he has on a pad a button, and he
Uh
has to
huh.
time the button, and then 15 seconds play, and he
Right.
presses another button. So
Gotcha.
I'm like, oh, it's kind of cheating, but whatever. Let it slide.
I got you. I got you. Um. Well, that's well said. So that's my number six. I think I'll now swing to you for your number five.
These next two are like close. Because this one reads so the one that if you had have said this to me pre August last year, I would have said this one. because I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't click with me. Didn't deep dive it. Didn't listen. Didn't gel with me. The style of music didn't gel with me. But then he did a mashup of all of this album for the last half of his other tour, Mathematics tour, and it was really groovy. Something about he did it in as well was like his natural just talking voice, so it was just very like Ed, and it was just really epic. It was like 12 minutes long, and so I got to vinyl, I listened to the album, and it did grow on me. So these two are now neck and neck. I think I'm trying to think of like how many favorites each has in it. I think I'm gonna have to go you equals.
Wow. I'm a little surprised. I will tell you, I'm a little surprised here. Just a little. Like I was thinking it'd be a little higher. But I respect. I respect.
So my favorite on this album is "Stop the Rain" by
Mhm.
like a landslide. I love "Stop the Rain." I will kill for that song live. Like, yeah, it's so good. What other hits are there in there for me? "Stop the Rain." "Bad Habits" is growing on me, although I don't usually like radio hits.
Mhm.
"Two Steps" good. Not live, it isn't. It kind of falls flat, but "Two Steps" good. Um, I think they're my main three,
Okay. Okay.
unless I'm forgetting some.
Let me
"Welcome to the World" is a good deluxe one, to be fair, but I will remember you. No, sorry, "I Will Remember You" is my favorite deluxe. That's a good one.
cool. I've got a little audio thing going on your let me go see if I can fix that cuz sometimes what happens is my device turns turns the guest voice into a robot. So let me see if I can fix that. Hold
Oh,
on. Hold on just a second. I just need just a moment. I will just switch over. Hold on a second here, Dara. Oh gosh. Oh, that didn't go so well. Are you? Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
hi,
Is that still going? Is that still robot-y? Ouch. Okay, try again. Let me see.
hello.
Okay. I don't know. Um, worry about that a little bit later. But I do think I'm gonna go put that in. So you have equals. So yeah, I mean, I kind of see where you're coming from on that though, because like,
Because if you think of it, a lot of that album is kind of the start of his kind of singer-songwriter arc. There's First Times, there's Sandman, there's what was it? There's a few slow ones I'm forgetting. I can't remember half of them now. I'm blanking, but there's a lot of like slow ballads, and that kind of lost me a bit.
got it, got it. No sweat. I think I'm gonna, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to adjust the sample size if this helps me. Hold on a sec here. I don't know. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Am I still coming in?
Yes.
I wonder if that helps you too. Hold on a sec. Okay. God, it's still coming in staticky. I don't know why.
If it's staticky, that's probably my side because I cranked it.
Oh, maybe. I did increase the
White
buffer
noise.
size on my end. I could put it back.
But no, it's probably just the white noise because I have it so loud.
Oh, okay. I'll put my sample size back where it was then. Right. That's okay. That's okay. It's still good enough for us to keep going. So yeah, I will say that did surprise me a little bit. I thought you would have equals higher. I'll tell you where I put it later, um, but let me see. If is there particular cuts I can get to from that album? Let me see. Go take a look at that in a second. Um, I did like Bad Habits. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a good,
I did like Bad Habits. Yeah,
especially live. Live's great.
yeah. Also like
Joker
Two
and the
Step,
Queen.
and that was a pretty solid song.
Be Right Now is good, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I think I would also I mentioned earlier I was a big fan of the Joker and the Queen. I like both versions. I like the regular version and then the actual collab version with Tay Tay. So they both were pretty solid. So
Mm.
I will tell you where I have that album later. Um, and you mentioned your favorites. So let me quickly get to my number 5 because
Yes.
I'm gonna be echoing a lot of what you said about it. So my number 5 is going to be, and again we hit on all this already, just so let's just no need to repeat it. But yeah, the Autumn Variations. That's my number 5
Fair.
too. And
Fair enough.
I even have arguments to make it lower, but I think right now we'll leave it at 5. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to have him go inside and be introspective, and there's nothing, and he's good at that. I mean,
But actually, it's the. No, it's inside, but it's not inside himself.
fair.
So
Yeah.
what he did. So he. Do you know the story about him being inspired for the variations?
No, I don't. I don't. I won't claim
So
to.
his dad told him about this like poet or like artist. I think it's an artist that did
Mm-hmm.
like 15 paintings for like drawing a story for like describing each one of his family or friends. And then his dad told him that's cool, and he was like, "That's cool. I should do that." So each one of his tracks is about like a personal family, friend, or relationship, not
Mm-hmm.
him. So he's writing about somebody else, but like still inside his bubble.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Interest. That's yeah. That's an unusual perspective. I must admit,
Mm.
but either way, it did. I did feel a little disassociated from it, just much like yourself in a lot of cases, except for a couple of songs that you mentioned earlier. So yeah, it was. I'm glad I listened to it, but I didn't really feel any urge to go back to it anytime soon. But I still might. Like as I said, there's still a couple good cuts in
I feel like winter and summer variations would be like, oh yes,
there.
Mariah Carey vibes, like break it out for winter or like summer bops.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm waiting for them.
I feel like there's potential with these. I feel like that could absolutely happen.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Um,
Because yeah, autumn is like, especially here, not in warm LA. It's like the second it hits like end of August, you're like close the doors, like bolt in the doors, put the fire on. This is miserable. We just need to wait and survive till Christmas
yeah,
and survive till May.
yeah.
So it captures that like dread of just like seasonal depression really well.
Oh wow.
Mm.
And I mean, you got great perspective on that for sure, Dara. Um,
Yeah.
I do not. I'm wearing shorts tonight. This is obviously not.
Oh, like full on trackies. Jealous.
I don't ever. I feel like I'm gonna get yelled at every time I talk about weather to anybody like east of me.
Yeah. Like you know John Devine, right?
I do know John Devine. It's our pal John
Yes. I
Devine.
was
Yeah.
staying with him for 2 nights of that LA trip last
Mm-hmm.
year. We went to In-N-Out at like
Yeah, yeah.
1 a.m. and I was in like a this size top with short sleeves and like literally did like the lightest shorts you can ever imagine. He's like, "Are you not freezing?" I'm like, "This is like a summer holiday for Ireland." And it was like
Yeah.
50 or 55 or something. I was in like shorts at 1 a.m.
That's great. We all just wimps over here, Dara. This is true.
Yeah.
All right, so I think it brings me to my number 5. No, I did Autumn Variations as my number 5. I already mentioned it. So let's get to number 4. What do you have for number 4?
Okay, can you predict it? I think there's only one left that's not similar out of the four.
Yeah. Well, you had already talked about it a bit, so I gotta think. Then I know what's there, what's on the board. All the new ones have been covered. So like at this point, I feel like the one that you're gonna,
Classics.
yeah. So I feel like you're gonna go with collaborations number 6.
You're dead right.
Hey.
So this was the one that had the 12-minute mashup on the last tour.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. There we go. Yeah, this was the one that had like, it started with. Actually, can you whip up? I think he has a YouTube video of it on his official channel.
I might. Hold on. Let me see if I can
Look
find
up
it.
number 6 collaboration melody Ed Sheeran. It's like 8 minutes long.
Okay.
And just skip through and play like 10 seconds of each. It's great. It's really epic.
Like, number 6 collaborations medley. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So this is what I was a hater, and then I heard that, and then I was like, okay, I'll let it simmer. Then it's in Spotify. I was like, okay. And I got the vinyl. I was like, yes. And also, he opened that tour with Blow, which is the final track, which is very cool.
That's cool. Give me a second. I think I got it. I think this is the one from the mathematics tour. Is that the one you're thinking
Yes.
of? Yeah. Okay. Give me just a second, Dara. I'll pop this up for all of us. We'll skip around. Now this might incur some potential problems with the VOD, so I got to be really. I have to be really. I don't want to do it too much.
Yeah.
But if I make the video
Also,
small
live
enough, it
is
should be.
kind of a bit different usually, but hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of put it here. Give me a sec here, and we'll skip around and we'll enjoy this. Okay, so there we are.
So this is Take Me Back to London.
Okay. I'm so
Wait,
sorry about all the
pause
stutter.
because
Crazy. The computer's hiccupping so much.
I think it goes like 10 more seconds. It goes into another song.
Yeah. Okay, let's go skip around here. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good over
I
here.
think you skipped one song already.
I think I did,
It's
yeah.
like a very quick burst of mashups.
Let me skip back over here.
Yeah. And then new song.
Jordy, have a good rest of your night. Take care, my friend. Jordy just said, I'm heading off to bed, Davey. Thanks for stream. Don't know if I should show my Ed Sheeran album ranking. And then Blue says, if it's the opposite of Dara's, please do.
Yeah.
Let's go skip ahead to another song here. I am really sorry about all these hiccups. I don't know what's going on with my sound card right now.
Cross Me, that's one of my favorites.
Ooh. This one right here? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Mind if I skip ahead a little bit more?
A few seconds goes into Beautiful People, I think.
Okay. I'll wait it out.
Yeah.
Oh, right there. But you can see how connected he is to these songs, you know? Like, it feels like...
Well, it's because he had a band. He's never played these songs live before because he didn't feel he did it justice.
I see.
You can skip a bit.
Okay. Skip a little bit over here. Yeah. That it?
But still Beautiful People.
Try this.
Except for the border.
Oh yeah, this is south of the border. Yeah, this is a banger. I like this.
Lights down, I think.
Lights down. Nice. I mean, everything's just blending into one another, just like very seamlessly.
Right, it's really smooth.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a vibe.
Okay, we're gonna cut out of this for.
Okay.
But that was a pretty cool demonstration. Yeah, like I can see like sometimes these things like really mesh together. Another good reason, just by the way, just why you should see these artists live because they can add
That's
things.
why that's why I have the live ability ranking section of my 3
Mm-hmm.
because it changes everything.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Actually, Jordy's actually presented his rankings. This is exciting.
Plays close for me, equals close, variations close. Yeah, like bear. But I'm not going to say too much. I don't want to spoil it. But
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
I think the bottom four is pretty close to yours. Like Jordy's bottom, like
Yeah.
8 is play, which is
The only
basically
difference
close.
is collaborations, basically.
Yeah, collaboration is lower for Jordy, and then equals is 6, which isn't far off from yours. You had it 5, and then autumn variations was 5, and you had it 6. So like it's pretty much the same scenario. So, um, all right, we'll continue. Hey, Salad, welcome in. Um, I don't. I go back and forth. Like, when was the latest I've ever streamed on this channel? And I think I streamed until 2 o'clock one time, local time.
Oh
So
damn!
we're not there yet.
I decided to keep you up late because of my.
Oh no, you're totally good. Because actually, this is actually my new schedule anyway. Like, I'm actually usually up. I'm actually frequently around this time these days. So it's actually all right. And it's Friday too, so it doesn't really matter at this point. So, um, I'm actually really glad we've got a schedule that worked in your case because I was concerned going the other way. I was like, well, I didn't. It would have felt really bad.
Yeah, if you leave it past like 2 p.m., it's like 10, 11, 12. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And that was kind of
It's
where it was
crazy.
going. It was like you were gonna be up at like 3 in the morning for this. Like I didn't want that. I didn't want that. So I'm glad you were able to work this out. Um, and so we've done half of these, right? We've done half the albums. Let's do the other half. Let's see. So now we're up to number 4. Wait,
Did
good.
you do yours after mine?
My number 5 was Autumn Variation. So yeah, I did do that already. So we're now up to number 4. And sorry about the sound, everybody. I think.
That was my number 4 now.
Oh, did you pick it already?
That was collaborations.
Oh, collaborations is number 4. Okay, you're right. Okay, let me put. I didn't write it down. That's all. You did do that one. Number
What's your
6. Number 6. Let's do my number 4. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right. So my number 4. Let me go to my chart just to make sure. Yeah, that's a little nuts. I'm just like looking at where my top 4 are. I may have to revisit that. I think I put one of them too high, but it's okay.
Oh.
But for my number 4, I do think everyone will approve of the album in general. I am going, though maybe some of you would have it significantly higher, but I still think it's pretty well ranked personally. I'm going with X. I'm multiply for my number 4. Oh my gosh, Dara just died a little on the inside. I can see that.
Hurts. That hurts. Deep
No,
breaths.
I totally understand where you're. I can see this being higher for sure. I feel like if I just swapped this with collaborations projects, it probably wouldn't be nearly as crazy. And I have nothing bad to say about it. Like this is a solid album. I really do like Multiply. And some of Ed's like really signature tunes are part of this. Like,
Thinking Out Loud, Don't.
Thinking Out Loud.
Bloodstream,
Yes.
KC,
yes,
uh,
so many good ones, right? Like it's just
Sing.
great.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things about Multiply is that it really stretches the boundaries of his vocal range, and it's really you realize how beautiful his voice is putting together the vocals for these albums, and that's like an underrated aspect of Ed's repertoire. Like his singing ability is really good. Like, so I really did enjoy it. I really did enjoy Multiply. All I'm really saying is that the other 3 albums I think I enjoyed that much more. But it is really good. Like I imagine you're gonna have it much higher than that, and that's totally valid. But Multiply is a solid, more than solid.
What did you think of the B-sides? Because I feel like they're some of the most packed B-sides.
I might have missed. I might not have heard the B sides. I think I only heard the original album in this particular case. Usually, I did put B sides up,
Well,
but
the original B sides are great as well,
oh,
but no,
okay.
the looks of that as well as it's so everyone jokes in that knows the looks is that the looks tracks are like their own perfect album almost. Like there's like 6 or 8 of them, and like they're all just perfect
Yeah.
in their own way. There's like Touch and Go, Make It Rain, I See Fire, Take It Back, Salt Water, New York. You might have heard Doodle mention New York a few times as her favorite.
Oh no
Yeah,
shit.
like they're
Wow.
just
Okay.
really good.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pop in. Let me just see if I can get in New York. By the way, Dara, I think I might have a fix for it. This is gonna be a little risky because it might shut down our audio connection, but I'm gonna try it. But I'm gonna reset my mixer. So stand by, everybody.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn off my mixer for a second and bring it back up. And okay, are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Can you hear me?
We're back. Yes.
And not only are we back, I think your robot voice is gone. I think you're good.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that fixed it. Great. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
So now I want to play I want to play a piece of New York just to listen. I haven't heard it yet, so I would love to hear a little bit of this.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
But like New York isn't representative of the other 5 deluxe tracks because the deluxe tracks all have like their own very distinctive, just like yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is very pretty. Yeah.
5 drinks in on Friday night. We only came to dry your eyes and get you out of your room. Now this bar's closed its doors. I found my hand is holding yours. Do you wanna go home so soon? Or maybe we should take a ride through the night. Sing along to every song that's on the radio. In the back of a taxi cab in Brooklyn on our love. And the sun could rise, burning all the street lamps out at 3 a.m. So DJ, play it again until the night turns into morning. You'll be
This is a
in my
B-side. That's wild.
Yeah. And all these B-sides are like a 15 out of 10. It's
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
like listen to like English Rose next. Oh, there's so many good ones. Or Touch and Go. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Let's go pop a little bit of English Rose, and then we'll carry on.
This
But
one's like a folky one.
oh yeah,
It's great.
let's see.
Is it folk? I don't even know. I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear the folk. Like a Mumford and Sons thing going on over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
me I'd find my hopes and my dreams. But I long to be
Again, his guitar work is so good in this song. That's like,
in the
And
bed
the
of
production on
my
Multiply, I
true
just
love.
think it's like
Back where
perfect.
I
Yeah.
came from, she's waiting for me. So I'll make my way through long winding country roads, but my heart still beats for my home and my English roads.
yeah.
I told my dad on the phone, it's amazing. From the straight
Or
to
like
the
just on like the
crazy
first like 20 seconds of
places
Touch and Go
I've
because you
seen.
get the vibe from that one.
Yeah.
Like not even 2010.
I
because
long
that's
to
like
be
kind of close to chord progression.
in the arms of my true love, like he loves my mother. He
That's pretty good.
loves me.
Yeah, you know what? If I had listened to these, I probably would have ranked this higher. I did not listen to the deep cuts. I did not listen to the B sides on this
The
one.
B sides on this one, they're the whole reason I love it.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. That was good stuff. So there you have it. I'll give you guys a recap of what we've done so far. So, um, this is our top. We have 3 to go. And you can even like do pairs of them at this point if you want to, because they're gonna all kind of segue into one another anyway. But we have this. So this is where Dara has started with the subtract, play, autumn variations, equals, and collaborations number 6.
Okay.
And
So I shouldn't be influencing yours. I should let it, but like, no, let it be. Let it be.
are you making a pitch to bring multiply higher? I mean, I might.
Plus higher.
Oh, plus higher? It's fair. I'll tell you why it's fair. It's fair because I definitely did connect with plus more. And also because I was listening to it in the car, I think I need to listen to it again to really have a better feel for it. So I would
'Cause
absolutely
I feel
be
like you were like, yeah, one hit and subtract, yeah, one hit and open variation, but like if one hit compared to Give Me Love,
yeah.
it, like, yeah,
An
go
A
back into
team.
it, yeah.
Yeah. No,
A
you're right.
Team, Drunk, Kiss Me, Lego House, You Need Me, the A Team, yeah.
So let's do this. I think we all will agree with this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, okay.
I like that
I'm
better.
happy. I'm happy with that, and you won't get like executed by Ed fans either. I can't say it for life.
No, that's a good idea. I think it's good for self-preservation.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I mean, I'm already going to be having some battles with our fan base with the fan base over multiply. So I think
No, I think the ones you've kept kind of. The way I was saying there's 1 to 5, and the 4 usually go for not slower but lyrical.
yeah,
I go for vibe, but if you swap that, it's the opposite.
I got
I
you.
think you're heading into that territory, which is like bar mainstream. So there's mainstream, lyric, and bop, and I think mainstream and lyric sometimes overlap, but
Yeah.
sometimes it can be exclusive. But so yeah, sometimes for the 4, them 2 are top, but for
Mhm.
me it's that 5. So if you
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Dara. It's time for your number 3.
This is an easy pick. It's a great album, full of bops, but Divide.
Divide number 3. Some of his breakthrough work. Fascinating.
I wouldn't call that breakthrough. I call that like doubling down work.
Okay. Okay.
Because you either have Thinking Out Loud and like what do you have? Thinking Out Loud, Don't Sing, Lego House, The A Team, Drunk, You Need Me. And he had like 2 collaborations on Taylor's album and was opening for Taylor at that stage. So I think this is like his double down of like an A-list celebrity album.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right on.
And it's like it broke a record because it released on the same week streaming services and like the industry decided to change their like popularity count. So then they went to that was like the first week they switched to streaming count as like the ranking.
Oh, weird.
So because it perfectly lined up with that, it's like one and only record where I think 10 out of 11 are no, like 9 out of 10 are top 10, and then there's like the other 3 in like 15th. I don't think that's ever happened since.
So he caught it at the
Where
right place at the
full
right
album was
time.
basically literally the whole chart.
Well,
I think it was like one Hosier song or something like that, or like Counting Stars that threw me off. But yeah.
well, that's some good timing then. I mean, I know.
And then it was the single-handedly most streamed album in history ever.
Right.
Was topped by Bad Bunny though. Cannot be mad.
Yeah.
But they're close still. So.
Yeah, and "Shape of You" is like the most streamed song for quite a
Yes,
while.
that, yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of significant milestones with Divide, but but
And like this album is great, and like I think what attracts me to it is always the B sides. Like I'd skip Castle on the Hill, I'd skip Shape of You, I'd skip Perfect, I'd skip Happier, I'd skip Galway Girl sometimes. So my bulk would be Dive. Dive's really good. Hearts Don't Break Around Here is perfect. Barcelona, Bibi Eba, yeah, yeah, Nancy Mulligan. That's kind of my bulk of my favorites there.
Mhm.
All the fast, groovy ones as pair.
oh yeah, as you do. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
solid album all the way around, and I'll show you where I put Divide. Obviously, it's still, it's still to come, but that's pretty cool. And thanks for that breakdown too. Let me give you my number three as well. So my number
Trying to think of
three,
what's left. I think it's my guess is collaborations.
you're close. For
Oh, okay.
I'm going with for number three, right? Number three is gonna be. Let me click on the thing first. I have
Oh,
equals as my number three. Though,
yes.
yeah, and, it's cohesively well put together. I understand what you were saying earlier about it though, but
There is a lot of Equals fans, and I have friends that are also my Ed, so they're the same level as fan as me, or
hmm
bigger sometimes. And they like joke, going like, "How dare you? We are not on speaking terms after you put this so low. Like this is a good fan favorite album."
interesting. Yeah,
So I'm kind of against the pack on that one.
and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, Dara. Nothing wrong with that. But I will say, for me, it did hit with me. I did like it. Like,
Mm,
um, I mentioned Collide. I mentioned Two Step. These are fun. I mentioned the Joker and the Queen. So
mm.
I think we covered a lot of the bases with like this particular cuts I was interested in. I liked the most from this
Oh,
album.
I forgot about Tides. Tides is one of mine as well.
Yeah, Tides is good stuff.
Tides is good.
Yeah. So, in Bad Habits, I like Bad Habits. I think it's pretty
Yeah.
solid. So, yeah, I mean, it felt like a nice return to form. I think Equals is, or I'm sorry, this is before I'm mixing up my timeline, but either way, Equals definitely was solid for me. And so, yeah, I think it's a,
This was what I was on about the lockdown disconnect. This was 2020, 2021.
yeah,
So I was like, I felt a bit disconnected from it.
yeah, and we talked about that earlier in the stream. Like, that's definitely fair. That's definitely fair that can happen. But yeah, with that being said, I did think that there are a handful of pretty good, solid bangers, some really fun songs in there. Regardless, um, is it on the same level as Divide or Multiply? No, I mean I don't think we're gonna say that. But
I agree, yeah.
but it was a pretty nice like way to get out of the pandemic, I guess. But still, you are still correct in what you said about the disconnect. And it took a while. It took a while for most artists to kind of like get back into the groove.
I feel it's only correcting now.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel Ed's release Play, which is the start of him getting out of that. I
yeah.
feel new artists like Alex Warren, Miles Smith, Olivia Dean. Like I feel like we're slowly getting just hitting the and Bruno Mars just released. Harry Styles is releasing. I feel we're literally just getting out of that lockdown slump.
Yeah, and I mean it's a blessing that they have the means to be able to stay profitable and successful during all that because that's
Mm.
it can't. I mean that kind of it wiped out some people's careers and some people's jobs over in different industries. But anyway, I think I'm down with it. I mean it's as we talked about. I mean I think we covered all the bases of it. There are definitely some highlights, but I totally understand what you're saying about the disconnect and how it doesn't feel as cohesive. That was like the word I use, like albums of the COVID or the coming out of the
I
shutdown
feel like
era.
because he was by himself,
Yeah,
so how he did it was he would just write and then give songs to Cherry, his wife, and
yeah,
then Cherry would be like, "I like that one," and be like, "Okay, that's making the album." Whereas I feel like if he had four producer friends, they'd be like, "No, we can cook more on this, or take an idea from this and cook a different song."
yeah,
which is what you usually do. Because then you wouldn't have the likes of like maybe like uh first times, or I'm not saying these are bad, but I'm just saying for slow songs like for me, like first times or Sandman or stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Like, and you can definitely hear the difference in timbre of like of like an album that's
I feel
recorded.
like it's very family orientated and like
Yeah.
life orientated because Cherry was the one that picked it.
Right.
Two step, first times, tides, Sandman, be right now, Joker and the Queen. Like it's very, you can tell it's like wife picked. It's very cute, wholesome vibe.
Maybe I kind of was. Maybe I subconsciously was vibing with that whole vibe. It was just so
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Like maybe that's like maybe I was actually unintentionally like just riding it. I'm like, yeah,
It's
I
just
kind of
very
like
like
it.
familiar, like just cozy warmth.
Yes, yeah. But you're right. It's not.
Shivers as well to a certain, yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, but it is true that when we say that, like Ed is also kind of like got some grit and sass to him, and
That's what I mean. It doesn't have the sass.
yeah,
That's what makes it so
you're
good.
you're right. You're right. That sass is kind of takes into.
I've literally said this to many people. Sassy Ed is the best Ed. Like a little more, all of Multiply, like number six. Is there any on? It's not any on equals. There's some on Subtract. There's like moving. Uh, Curtains kind of sassy to be fair, and then a lot of variations to sassy like Punchline and like Plastic Bag and yeah, like Sassy Ed's the best Ed.
No, that's well said. That's well said. All right. So that's your number three. I gave you my number three. So now you're into your top two. Do you want to do them one by one, or do you just want to do them both at the
This
same
is
time?
my last two.
Yeah, last two.
So I'm going to. Can you fill for me for a second? I'm going to take off my headphones. And I'm going to put my top four here,
Okay.
and then do the reveal via this. Okay.
Oh, nice. Sure. I'll go
So
over here.
I won't be able to hear you, so just give me a sec.
Okay, no problem. So
Ooh. So I'm going to.
Dara's going
I'm gonna-
to line this
I'm
up
going
for
to
us.
turn off my screen just so you can't see.
Oh
my
yeah, that's right.
choices.
Don't give it away.
And then I'll reveal.
No, no problem, Dara. I'll stand by here in a minute. So Dara's gonna turn off the
Be one
camera.
sec.
Dara's off and doing the thing. We'll just take a minute. Is there anybody in the chat that we can catch up with? Let's see. Salad said hello. Nice to see you, Salad. Should I get an ice cream sandwich while I wait? He can't hear me, so it doesn't really matter. But might do it after stream. I've really enjoyed this exploration through Ed Sheeran's career, though. But I was hopeful that Dara would really give us into the nuts and bolts of all the nuances, and our buddy has delivered for
Let's
sure.
see if my headphones can reach it. They can. Okay. Can you hear me? Or am I too quiet?
I can sort of hear you. You are pretty quiet, but it's okay. You can still see what you got.
Some stuff. Okay. So, I don't know if I'm gonna angle my mic. There we go. Okay. I am back. Hello. Okay.
Hello, Dara. Let's see.
These are my two left.
Oh, look at this. You've positioned them. I see them.
Masterpieces. Both amazing. So, I'm going to say my favorites from each first. Oh, this is good. So, Drunk. Did you listen to Uni?
Let me check on that for you, Dara.
I love that one. It's
Hold on, let me see. Did I listen to Uni? I thought I did. Hold on.
it's really good. The second verse is like everyone knows the second verse because it's iconic. It's like 700 words in like 30 seconds.
No, I totally listen to Uni. Yeah.
And then you know I like the city. You see me perform the city, so that's one of my favorites. Uni Me, amazing. Probably, I think it's his most played song live ever.
That would make sense.
Um,
No track.
Oh no, the A Team, and then Unity. Yeah, they're my favorites from this, and Gold Rush, but that's deluxe. And then Multiply.
Number one.
Favorites from this, all the deluxe tracks. This isn't the deluxe one, but
Oh yeah.
all deluxe tracks. I'm a Mess, Sing, Don't, Nina. Sometimes I'm not. It kind of goes through phases of these ones. Bloodstream and Tenerife, sometimes not. And then Runaway. Runaway is my favorite song of all time. Do you listen to Runaway?
Hold on, let me double check. Let me
It's
double
my
check that.
favorite of all time.
I have to go back to my track listing. Dara, let me go see. First, let me see if it was on the regular. No, I did. I listened to Runaway. Yeah, let's play a little bit of that actually. Get a little Runaway in here. Yeah, I definitely listen to this.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah. I remember this now.
I was tempted to do this one at Hotel Cafe.
Ooh.
I've known it for a long time. Daddy wakes up to a drink at night, disappearing all night. I don't wanna know where he's been like.
Yeah, this is great. This is great.
It's Sassy Ed. It's the best Ed.
Sassy Ed, best Ed.
Okay, so with that, because once I reveal one, it's gonna reveal both. So I'm gonna open both these,
Okay.
just so you don't know which one I'm going for.
Oh, you haven't ranked them yet. I thought you did already. Okay.
Ew.
Oh.
So this is my final ranking.
Okay.
So fourth,
I see fourth. So, yep. I see divide number 3. Okay.
second,
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say where it's going where. I'm holding plus. Right?
Yeah, I see it.
And it is going second.
Second place. I'm not surprised.
And then I don't know if I can reach it right now, but wait. One sec. There we go.
Oh, nice. Thing of beauty.
All done. There we go.
Look at that.
That's my ranking.
Well, kudos to you. Yeah, that looks beautiful, by the way. It looks really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's crazy is I was trying not to laugh, but Jordy's is like identical from that.
That's amazing, though. Give it up for Jordy, like having good taste.
So he was like joking, like, "Oh, he might not like mine." I was like, "Oh, well, actually, well,
That
it's pretty spot on."
is pretty spot on. Literally the same top 3. So Jordy had multiplied the top, plus set 2 and divided 3. So why don't I do the same thing? So let me first give you. It's gonna be a little bit weirder. You have a really nice setup to yours because you have the 3 like signature mathematical symbols as your top 3, and like mine's a little bit weirder.
The originals.
Yeah, totally. Like the ones that put them on the map. That's great synergy to end your ranking, and no arguments for me. Like that's a really good ranking.
When I started the stream, I said I listened to my top 2 to differentiate because they're both by a hair my favorite. The differentiating factor was looping. Because they're both fantastic live. But Plus only has You Need Me, Give Me Love's Bridge, and I think that's it.
Still though, that's
2, but when you compare it to Multiply, I'm a Mess Bridge, Bloodstream, Don't, Nina, Photograph, Runaway, Take It Back, like 3/4 of the album is a loop song. So it's like, yeah, and that plays into then the live ability of it, and then I'm like, yeah, just by a hair for now anyway. Just stare at me.
Well, you couldn't go wrong with either of them in number one. Like that's really solid stuff. Obviously, much of Ed's signature work is contained within those two albums, and
Mm-hmm.
the most well-known songs he's ever done are within those two albums. And actually, Divide too, because
Yeah.
Shape of You is just worldwide. Like it's everywhere. Um, but it's very well. Kudos to you. I love how well organized this is, and your presentation is terrific. I love how
Thank you.
you.
I felt like I needed to bring something to stream, so I was like, right, I'll do physical vinyl.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Like it's really neat to see it like out on the wall like that. That's really neat. So let me give you my top two, and this won't take long because like
What's
um,
left? What's left?
there's only two left. I did
Divide
equals.
and collaborations.
Yeah. So
Will I guess, or do you want to say?
I feel like you already got this down, but feel free to
I
guess.
know, I know.
Yeah. No surprises. Like, because of the two, I imagine I wouldn't be so. I wouldn't be so out. I wouldn't be so. What's the word? So crazy as to.
Egregious.
It would be pretty egregious. I'm not gonna lie. In fact, it's egregious enough that I put it up as high as I did, but putting it number one would be crazy. So yes, I put collaborations number 6
Yes.
at number 2, though I'm certainly gonna go through this again and reevaluate this, but at least I was enough not to put it in number 1 because that would be kind of crazy. But it's a fun work, and there's there are a lot of great collabs at number 6, like really good. Like I mentioned, the one with 50 Cent and Eminem, like that was dope. It was great to hear
Really
that.
good. I'm sad that wasn't in the mashup.
Was not in the mashup. How about that?
No.
But I really loved that you showed me that mashup though, because it really gave.
It's on Spotify. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, pick up on that mashup. It is great. It is really good. Like it really.
There's like 7 or there's like 20 different iterations of it. So originally started in Europe in 2022, and it was just uh, Beautiful People, I Don't Care, and some other random one. Oh, Peru, which is a single he obviously is. Then he added like Take Me Back to London and River. And then he's added like, well, he doesn't do it anymore, but he added like Two Step to it. He added South of the Border. He literally just added everything. He went like hell for leather with it. So from like 3 songs to like 15.
That's like a thing of magic to be able to have like that big of a, but to have it all work, like you can mash up like 30 songs, but if the segues are weird, like it's just 30 songs. You push the button to like the fade, but when you find the right spots to transition and
arrangements, drop-ins, little chords, intertwinings,
yeah, it makes all the difference, and it really did sound like it was really really hot. Like listening to that for the first time earlier tonight, so I will pick up on that on all the music things and like pick that up because that'd be a real fun listen. Like you put in your car, that'd be good for like a short trip to the store. Like it'd be really good.
I can confirm that mashup is one of Rita's favorite Rita glitches.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So we were on the way to Isbridge, Ed Sheeran, July last year, and I was so Isbridge was different to. So he was doing the End of the Mats tour at the same time, but it was different to it. He didn't have the band for that gig, but I was showing her the kind of structure of what the tour was because he had the live album out on Spotify at that stage. So, and then we got to track like 6, I think it's somewhere in like the early middle. And it was that iteration, some iteration of that mashup, and she's like, oh shit, and we listened to it like 7 times over because she's like, I love this.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
We dig it. Yeah. Rita's cool. I'm glad you got to enjoy that together.
She's very cool.
Yeah. Very nice too. Okay, so let's go give you my number 1. So that's, I mean, everybody knows what it is because we've eliminated the others. So I have, Divide, totally Divide for me. Yeah.
So what's your favorite hits from this?
let me go study that. Well, Perfect was great. Like it's really just got really just such a heartwarming song. Maybe even
Do you like
cliche
the
in ways.
vow from Play?
What's that?
Do you like the vow from Play?
I do like the Vow from
Because
Play.
it's like a jazzy version of Perfect.
Yeah. Actually, it did
I
remind me a
do
little bit
really
of
like it.
Perfect. I did like the Vow from Play. It's pretty solid. Yeah. Kind of like full circle moment in a way.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, Shape of You. I mean, you said you skip it, and I kind of do too because I've heard it so many times now. So like, I kind of
I don't mind looping it. Looping it's fun because you get the feel of the rhythms,
hmm
but listening now.
yeah. You've heard it enough times. I've heard it plenty of times, but there's still a lot of really good cuts on this album, and um, I did like Castle on the Hill. Any other ones? Supermarket Flowers is all right. Got a little bit of that sass going on. Pretty good. I mean,
No, Supermarket Flowers is a sad one.
wait. Oh, maybe I was thinking Barcelona. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Supermarket Flowers is the sad one. Let me listen
It's
to
like
this.
heart wrenching.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, this is the sad one. Yeah. I was mixing up some
Oh,
songs.
it's so sad. I could cry on the spot to this
I
song
took the
every time.
supermarket
That's why I don't listen.
flowers
I don't
from the
like emotional
windowsill.
songs.
I understand. I feel you. Yeah. But I think that's kind of the thing I like about this album is like it really goes all. It really hits the highs and the lows, and I think the
It
journey
does.
of
It does.
doing
Because
all of
there's
that,
like
it's great.
perfect love,
Mm-hmm.
lost, supermarket flowers. There's like self discovery and like what do I know and how would you feel. There's like exploration with like Bibi yeah, and Nancy Mulligan and like Irish and African.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like Nancy Mulligan as well, and I never would have guessed that Shape of You would have been right before Perfect. Like you could have told me I could have chosen any of
That
20 positions.
starting lineup is crazy
Yeah.
of an album. Well, bar Eraser, nobody knows Eraser. But like Dive, Castle and Hill, Perfect, Galway Girl, Happier, Shape of You, crazy.
Yeah.
They're all I think like 4 billion streams or 3 billion streams.
Yeah. And the divergence from going from like each one is nuts. Like
Yeah.
Shape like just nobody would think that Shape
Well,
of You would
I
go
can
right into
see
Perfect.
Shape of You, Castle and Hill, and Galway Girl, and a bit
Hmm.
of Happier.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like going from Perfect to like Dive and then to that four, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. But it does work. It does work. It's just like you just weren't
And
expecting
who
it.
was? I think it was a mixture of Benny Blanco and Ryan Tedder that produced that one.
Yeah. Oh, Westsiders checked in. Westsiders says Galway Girl is my favorite. Galway Girl is really cool because
It's good.
it connects to like the roots of. It's very. Is it not a Scottish kind of out? It's a Scottish song basically.
Irish.
Irish. Oh yeah. How silly of me.
Galway.
Yeah. Of course. Like my brain. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's very Celtic. Yeah, like it's a very Celtic
Hmm.
song, and it's just like this is very neat
Well,
that they put this.
I do like Galway Girl, but I like Nancy Mulligan more because Galway Girl was made to be a pop version of an Irish song, whereas Nancy Mulligan's pop still, but it's more played into the Irish fun.
Right. That's fair. Yeah. Westsider says yes, it is. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So it's very cool. Yeah, it's a very cool album, and so that one's probably the one that's gonna be tops for me. And um, I think one thing I might do down the road is I might move up Multiply. A pretty
Multiply will grow on you to your favorite so quick. I
yeah.
guarantee it.
With those bonus cuts, absolutely. I think it will absolutely happen. So I think that's it. We have done the thing. I'm gonna show everybody where we ranked everything just to
Oh, wait, I
recap.
want to look at your list again and contextualize because you haven't seen Ed's loops, I assume, a lot.
No, I haven't. I've not seen his live work a
So I
whole
want to
lot.
see loop heavy influences compared to no loop influences.
Oh, what was that? When were you asking that?
So I want to see if the live loop aspect that you haven't saw has affected the album ranking for you.
Oh, I see.
think it has.
It may well have, yeah.
Bar Divide. Because Divide has Shape of You, Happier. I don't know. I think that's it.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, so yeah, plus and multiply the two that are loop heavy.
yeah.
That you need to see live be like, oh my god.
I think that's true what I think you
And
hit on something.
equals, but you already liked equals. So.
Yeah. But you're right. It's like I think for me to completely fully appreciate how look Ed's music, I need to see him do the looping thing in real time because
He's playing in August in LA, I'm just saying. So
I did see that. You know what? I might.
They're cheap enough as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
He put
It was
the
last year
ticket
too.
cap on.
Yeah,
Mm.
I would definitely jump. I mean, if it's like 100 or less, like I think it'd be worth it.
I think
Totally.
it's 150.
I would still do it.
Ish.
150. Yeah, for like to be able to listen to all this and maybe perhaps a medley. Like I think now I'm familiar with the music. I'd be phenomenal. I would love to check it out. Yeah. So so yeah, Dara, thank you. This has been such an enjoyable journey.
Thank you. I seen you do it earlier. I was like, oh, this is a fun, very fun, creative idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was like, I'd like to help play into that idea, make it grow, and also share part of me.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a win-win, really.
It's great stuff. It's great stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
big time props to you. I know you put a lot of effort, a lot of work into
the show.
Yeah, thank you. So if you want, if folks, if you missed any part of this of the show, we're gonna rerun this. Well, maybe I should. It'd be weird to put this on the VOD and say we're gonna no, but still, we're gonna rerun this on Tuesday. If you're watching this on Tuesday, then I hope you enjoyed it, and then you can catch the VOD again on YouTube, for posterity. It'll be really fun, but yeah, those of you watching live, we will rerun this segment on Tuesday night, about 8 o'clock Eastern, and then that'll segue us to our normal content at 10. But yeah, what's in your pipeline for the near future? Anything planned? And I know you said you were doing school and stuff.
I've applied for TwitchCon.
Okay.
No, we're back. The end date is March 6th, so I have about a week and a bit
Okay.
to hear back. If not, I have Charlie Puth concert tickets for Ireland. That's fun.
Ooh.
Rather that just college and maybe improve on posting on socials. Maybe
Alright.
streaming more. Maybe. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people are on my ass about that.
I know time is always tough sometimes to get things like that together. It does take time to do stuff like that, so no shame in that if you know. But yeah, if we see more of you, I'm all for it. I'd love to see more of your loops and things on social. So
I'm currently so Ed related stuff. I have my Ed Sheeran looper right below me, and what my current thing is also this is the same keyboard that Ed uses. You can't see it, kind of, but
is that really?
and then
Shut up.
for my birthday,
Yeah.
I saved up all my birthday money and saved up myself and got a compressor, like a real compressor unit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the same one Ed uses on his tour.
Wow.
So I'm slowly chipping away at getting bits or learning to do bits that is accurate to his tour sound setup. So that's what's delaying me so much. I'm trying to get it as like accurate as possible.
I love your attention to detail. That's impressive.
Oh, it's not even attentional to detail. It's like my Achilles heel is just like I'm so hell bent on this.
Well, I appreciate your passion is awesome here. I mean, I do hope that it doesn't get too great. I mean, I do hope it comes together though. Like, that sounds like it's got potential to be really great. So
It's getting there, and then it's also like learning like OBS, because like the other way, like, or Twitch as well, like they have their own like auto light compressions and like bit rates and sound rates. So I need to like learn Eds and then learn what's best for OBS and then connect the two. Because like it's similar to the way my mic's really low.
right.
I have it perfectly level for my stream, because I was researching like game staging, and you're meant to do it at like minus 18 dB for headroom for like a perfect like airy kind of nice neat mix. But obviously in minus 18 dB for like a stream or Discord call is like very quiet.
Right, gotcha. It is interesting how
So
I've certainly had a lot of guests on over the years doing doing collabs, and it's true. Like when you set things for one thing, trying to set them again for something different.
sometimes you didn't work for the same thing when you set them.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
That's fair. That does can happen. Even with talk shows, that can
Happens to
happen.
everyone.
It literally. It's like we always say, like if you're not having tech problems with your stream equipment or your audio gear, are you even a streamer? Like,
It is stream adjacent, but I feel like you have a keyboard and an interface, and like it's musician related, like insanely. Like you can have like 18 pros in this room, and they all just like focus on one wire or like one button or one setting,
yeah.
and then it's like the perfect setup for a day, and you leave it for 2 days, nothing works. Like not even booting up Windows will work. And you're like, oh. Yeah,
It's
it's
so
just
relatable. It's so
It is.
relatable. Oh my goodness. Well, it's that time. Let's go find someone to raid tonight, my friend. And
Bessie May,
May's up.
good old Bessie May.
Let's go say hi to May.
Unless my page hasn't refreshed, but
No, I think we're still good there. I'm gonna go I'll refresh too, just to make sure. But that is a solid call.
because I'm teaching her how to loop as well recently.
Oh really?
Them, sorry, not her. My bad.
Oh,
Teaching
sorry.
her
Yeah,
how to
they them. Yeah. My name is May. I'm from LA. My pronouns are they. I'm gay. I think that's what May says.
Yes, the intro song. You hear that now. It's a good song.
It's a good song. May slaps it with like all these cool songs. Okay, let's do it. Congrats to May
Thank you
turning.
for hosting.
What's that?
Thank you for hosting.
You're so welcome. Oh my goodness! Like, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you coming on to break it down to this early hour. I know it's still even now. It's like it must be barely 9 o'clock where you are, right? Like barely 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So get you some
But like, I feel like I'm not around your stream enough, but I have to say you're very creative in how you implement stuff on stream.
Thank you.
It's very unique.
Yeah, I'm happy with how things have worked with my news. With like we were talking about the schedule. Like I really think it's been fun doing that because I it's made things fresh. I've kind of enjoyed that, and I've enjoyed meeting new people. Like doing this new content that I'm doing with the community games. And
But even before this, you had like your sandwich interviews,
oh yeah,
like
I still do those.
games or like little music nights, like or like, oh, what was it? I can't. You had like redeems for like weird pianos. Like it's very creative.
Thank you. Yeah, it's I've always felt like if you can't be the best at something, be different. So like, I just like trying different things, and so it definitely is a lot of fun. And I'm glad people are finding it too. Like I do love these goofy things I do for redeems, and so I'm having a lot of fun with that. So thank you.
I suck at redeems, so it's something I admire hugely. And
yeah.
also, so there's two parts. There's creating fun redeems. That's a whole creative thing. But there's also like you to be your truest self to just go for the bit with these redeems, whether it's like do a silly dance or freestyle or like do jazz piano when you're not jazz, like. And I don't think I've reached that level of self comfortability where I'm comfortable being as like just like open to have fun.
Okay, I feel that.
So I do admire it hugely.
Yeah. Thanks for that. I mean, I can understand that though. I can understand where you're coming from though, because it is definitely there is some working outside of your comfort zone involved with it, right? Taking risks that are involved with that. So I understand. I totally understand that because like point redeems in general can be very disruptive. Like whatever you're doing, like if you're gaming, and you're about to beat a boss, and then it's like
Mm.
you get a redeem. It's like, whoa, what do I do?
Like no keyboard for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, totally. It could take you off your game. So I completely understand where you're coming from on that.
But like between that and alerts, I feel like redeems and alerts are like 80% of like the lifeblood of character of your like stream bubble.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like 5% there so far.
Well,
'Cause I don't have alerts yet. I only have like 5 redeems and no alerts.
I think the sound alerts is the one thing I haven't figured out yet. Because like I'm like, how do I integrate sound alerts? Because
You know Matt Hall, right?
of course the great Matt Hall.
Yeah. He is what I look up to for sound alerts.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
have
true.
you went to his stream while alerts are playing?
He's got his own special brand of organized chaos. Actually, I appreciate him.
Organized.
Well, maybe organized isn't the word.
just chaos.
Just
full
chaos.
stop. Lowercase chaos.
Oh man,
Um,
I got popped by
that
Matt's.
type of, I feel like, because like in chats,
Yeah,
I feel like in chats, I'm what I should be on my stream. I'm comfortable in chats to be myself. And chaotic, crazy, insane, unhinged stuff. But then when the camera's on me, I go like completely mellow. Like, and I feel like mellow streamers are a vibe like right now. But I feel you also need that like pizzazz of just insanity that I lose sometimes on the camera.
yeah. But I understand that. I do. Because I think I remember the first time I did. Was I on the radio or something? I forget what it was, but I was on some kind of like public access thing, or maybe even some local produced whatever, or even when I'm like doing when I'm sort of emceeing for like my mom used to do these piano recital events, and I guess um any family event or something like that when I was on mic. It's surprising how self conscious I would get with that because I hear my voice and it's all loud and everything. But here I don't experience it as much, and I don't know why, but I'm rolling with it. It's fun, and it's just I don't know. I just it's I always liked making a little TV show, and it's just like fun to do, and so I like making. But I know there's like so much more you can do, so I'm learning.
That's what I'm getting into. And it's
Yeah, I'm learning all the
melting
time.
my mind.
But I think the thing I take the most pride in is like ability to improvise, and I think that's where I'm able to do things like these goofy redeems and like these different going rogue on my own stream. Yeah, that happens a lot, but it's because I enjoy going off the rails because sometimes they aren't real. They're not truly there. But sometimes when I'm really going off, when we as a community go off the rails, it's a really fun time. So. Definitely something I take pride in. But yeah, good times. This has been fun,
Yes.
and
Thank
it's people like you that make this fun. I've said this forever. Like it's doing a show on my own is cool, but having people to bounce ideas off of and talk about things, it's where I get the most joy for sure. Like so, I've really enjoyed this, and it's just good to talk to you again. It's really good. It's been
it's been a while.
it's been a minute. So. Let's do this.
Like that. Like everyone who was at that show last year
Mhm.
means like the world to me. Like that was like you, Tina, John, Doodle, Chelsea, Katie, CA.
Yeah.
Like, and then what blew my mind? So I had a wedding the day before,
Mhm.
and like 5 or 6 of the people from that wedding showed up. So like half the crowd was like people I already knew as well.
Yeah.
But in like a good way, not like a like nervous. So it was like just like a super safe space.
Yeah.
And it felt really good. So thank you for coming to that as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I would say like you have done a remarkable job of being such a big part of the entirety of like the Twitch music community, and I think so many people I've seen, talked about how much they respect what you do and how much you support other people, and it doesn't you don't need to throw like a lot of money at people to make an impact in someone's community, and you definitely have been great at being just someone that can be fun and like just be there and no, just no. It's pure support and love for like the other people's work, and I can
Mm,
feel that whenever I see you in chats. Like we do appreciate you, and
thank you.
glad to see you anytime when you're around. So it's always fun running into you wherever I may end up on Twitch.
I definitely got the LA bug, so I'll be back around.
Nice, nice. The lay bug. We will show you around for sure.
The LA bug is just basically warmth. You have warmth.
I guess it
That's the
doesn't take
secret.
much then.
Yeah. Like when
Well,
like
if
you
you do
finally
it back
find
it,
out the recipe, like the secret recipe is just like you add water to thin air or something. Like, that's the secret ravioli formula. Jeez.
well, listen, if you do make it back here, hit me up. I want to show you some really killer sandwiches around town. There are many.
I missed out on a lot of stuff when I was there. I missed out on Filipino food.
Yeah, great
Missed out on Korean
Philippine.
barbecue.
Oh yes.
Didn't try good Indian. I got a really nasty midnight takeaway Indian in it.
Oh, no, there's
I
better.
hate.
There's better. We will direct you to the right
Um,
places.
so I only tried authentic Mexican and Taco Bell. That was about it.
Word.
So I have a lot of room to explore.
Yeah. All right then. Well,
I did try brisket. Brisket was very nice.
oh, brisket. Nice. You got the brisket. Solid.
Yeah,
Solid.
and it was like homemade, so it was like proper. Like,
Ooh, that's good stuff. That's the best. That's the best. All right. Let's see if we can jump in on May's channel.
yes.
We'll start the raid. I don't have any mods. It's but I will start this up on my own. And we still got raid.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah. But I would tell you like this. I'm in a new room. I used to be in the used to be my other room over here. But
Oh.
this new room has transformed my ability to stream. I have so much more freedom here. I don't get bothered and people don't get hot and bothered when I stream past 10 o'clock local time. So it's opened so many doors. I'm so happy having the space. It's a separate room just for streaming. It's a sweet situation right now. We'll kind of hang out of this for a little while. So,
I used to have that. So you were there for my like very early days, right? Or no?
I think so. Trying to remember.
My desk. So there's like one half of the room that's like perfectly hidden.
Yeah.
It's the same size as this bit. My bed's there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's vinyl IKEA kind of desk there. My table used to be there, and used to face that wall to the right of it. And then I didn't like it, so I swapped. And my desk was there and faced that wall here. Then I didn't like that, so I put my desk where my guitars are, and faced the back of the room with my guitars at the back. And then finally settled on this, which is like a hybrid of everything.
Yeah.
Final setup, guitars in the back. I like. The one thing I'm missing is I have two wall flags here that I really like. Sean and Ed. Try yourself for that instead.
Okay. I mean, I do like your camera position. It is kind of nice, and the lighting seems pretty solid on you right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I just copied Matt Walden's vibe.
You picked a great template, though. I will say. I mean,
Oh, Matt Walden's like sound-wise perfect,
yeah,
skill-wise perfect,
yeah,
loop-wise perfect, camera and stream setup perfect. Like he's a good template.
oh yeah,
Looking.
good deal. All right, well, I don't know if you're a coffee person, but I hope you have some good coffee in a moment or two. Let's go.
I've never had coffee in my life.
Oh, really?
Tea or coffee, never had.
Maybe that's good though. 'Cause coffee can be an addiction, you know. Like it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing.
Oh, you need to watch Harry Styles with Brittany Broski in the Royal Dungeon or whatever. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
talking about like how like Red Bull's like a gateway beverage to like Monster and like Four Locos and stuff.
Oh dear. Yeah. Caution it. Yeah. Gotta.
That's a
got-
very funny video overall. I highly recommend. It's only 20 minutes, but
Okay.
it's great.
Solid. Could always link me.
Yeah.
So let's go start this. I'm gonna push this button to raid.
Yes.
And yeah. And again, thank you so much, Dara. This has been way fun tonight.
You're welcome.
Let me go find May. Yeah, May's still gone. Let's go do it.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be way fun.
I think they're doing like a 4K stream, right?
Potentially. I mean, I think I saw a celebration stream.
Hmm.
It'll be fun. Okay, I'm gonna push the button. We'll start.
Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you so too. Good night, everybody. Have a good rest of your night. We're back on Tuesday. We'll rerun this segment and then we'll go into our gaggle night and all the things. Take care. Go follow. By the way, you see the pinned link at the top. Go follow Dara's channel. Dara does stream every.
I'm a fake streamer. I don't know who this guy is. I'm not on Twitch right now.
Listen, you're good. You'll be more real as we go. Your talent is still pretty solid to me in my
Thank
book.
you.
Absolutely. So good night, everybody. We're gonna go raid May. Take care of you all. Make sure to follow May when we get there. They will be very happy to see us. So we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Take care. Good night. Thank you.
Night.
Have a good weekend, everyone.